light to come on here before we start, buddy. Cracking on. We are ready to go. Hey guys, how you going? So today on BKR Sport, we're here as the Central Coast Mariners. They're going to be taking on Melbourne City. Now, this is a strange little matchup here to predict because, you know, as you guys would have seen the power rankings, if you haven't checked out the power rankings yet, I did a power rankings. I'm doing one of them every single Wednesday. The link in the chat is where that one is. But as you saw, Melbourne City haven't been that great this year. Mariners have been exceeding expectations, but in the same sense, they're not exactly that great this year. I have no idea really how to read this game. Like, honestly, one way it could be a Melbourne City 3-0 win, 4-0 win, 5-0 win, and another way it could be a 1-1, 0-0. I can't necessarily see the Mariners winning this one, but here we go. Maybe they can prove me wrong. I don't know. This is going to tell us a lot about who they are as a team this year. But yeah, I'm actually going to take Melbourne City here. I'm going to take them 3-0. I think they're going to be able to protect it. I think they're actually going to be able to score quite a few. I reckon they're going to be able to put some in the back of the net, and I definitely would rather be on City's side of things today rather than the Mariners. Now, this one is actually a Mariners home game, so that obviously will be really helpful to them. It's very I know it's a 7 o'clock. I know it's a it's a normal start here, but 7 o'clock on a Wednesday. There's not going to be many people who got out there right now. Daniel Khan says, hope you're right about Central Coast Mariners being shit. Mate, we've been watching. I'm telling you, these guys, they're not that great. If they win this game, the thing is, though, is that if they win this game, it doesn't tell us that they're good. As Melbourne City haven't been that great this year. You know what I mean? Like, they weren't the better team against the Brisbane Roar. And they won 1-0 there, but they weren't the better team in that one. They beat Western United 2-1. They lost to Adelaide United 2-0. And the other game, they 3-1, lost to Perth Glory. So they're really struggling this year. They're really struggling. And it's really strange because obviously, we believe that they're a really good team. We believe that they're one of the favourites to win the competition. So my biggest question from the other day was that I really have no idea why Melbourne City took off Sabaki. I think if Sabaki had played, he got taken out 60 minutes in, with 35 minutes to go, and it didn't make sense because Sabaki was their best player. Sabaki was literally the best player against Perth Glory. They took off Sabaki, and then they had no attacking threat. Really, really strange. Really, really strange. But in this one, obviously, Glover in goals. I think he'll be fine because the Mariners, they don't really have too much of an attack going. Alu Kuol alongside Matt Simon up front for the Mariners. Now, Alu Kuol got a good goal the other day, actually. Alu Kuol got a really nice goal the other day against the Wellington Phoenix, I believe it was. Yeah, it was against the Wellington Phoenix, even though they did lose that game. There was a very nice goal there by Kuol. Now, Kuol's not exactly the greatest striker ever, and Matt Simon definitely isn't. He's a good striker, but no, not anymore. He's definitely lost his way, but he's a very tough, hard, great leader. I think he's a great leader there for the Mariners. So, that's kind of why he's still there, but obviously his days are kind of gone, to be honest with you. Romeo Rizko says, Melbourne City boy, also Sydney FC, bro. Are you saying boo or are you saying bro? The gunner says Arsenal got robbed. I didn't watch the Arsenal game. This is actually Matt Simon's 200th career game right here. This is actually Matt Simon's 200th career game. So most A-League games is 228, which is Josh Hutchison for the Mariners. And this is Matt Simon's 200th, so he's only 28 games away from taking the record at the team. But guys, don't forget, hit that thumbs up button if you haven't already, and subscribe if you're new around here. Now, Jamie McLaren, I'm expecting him to have a big day today. He had a lot of shots. He got a lot of damn well shots off against Perth Glory. He scored one goal in the end in the first half, but really, he should have been getting more in the back of the net. Really, he should have been doing a lot more with his opportunities. And now we're going to see today against a team that I would definitely class as, well, no, Perth Glory's defense isn't that great. Perth Glory's defense is usually quite shit out, so it's very surprising. It is very surprising that he wasn't able to put more in the back of the net there, especially in the second half. They had a whole second half where it was 2-1, It didn't take much to make it a 2-2-er. Romeo Risco says, Sydney FC and Melbourne City is my favourite team. What do you mean 2 teams? Huh? There's only 12 teams in the league. How can you have 2 teams? How can you have 2 teams? There's only 12 teams in the league. Fortnite Boy Gaming says, hi, BKR. Hello, mate. How you doing? Alrighty, so the game has started here, and it will be Melbourne City with the ball. They've got black. They've got a really interesting kit today. Really interesting kit. It's like black and red. It looks like honestly, it wouldn't surprise me if you told me the Wanderers were playing. It wouldn't surprise me if you told me the Wanderers were playing here with these kits. Really interesting. I understand the red background in Melbourne City, but in the same sense, this isn't it, fam. This isn't it. The gunner says you either love or hate Matt Simon. Well, look, yes. It really comes down to if he's on your team, really, because obviously he's going to headbutt you. And like when I say he's going to headbutt you, he will headbutt you if he wants to headbutt. I know it's there. I'm very well aware it's their away strip, but it looks shit out. It looks like a Wanderers kit. So, Matt Simon's the type of guy that, yeah, you love to have on your team. He's a fantastic guy to have on your team. Not necessarily got the quality as such anymore, but in the same sense, still gets his job done to the best of his ability. You can't ask too much more from him, to be honest with you, especially at his age. But when you're playing against him, yeah, he will headbutt you. So it's definitely somebody that is a polarizing figure. The Great Seven says, "Hi mate, expecting a low-scoring game with the Mariners putting everybody behind the ball." Yeah, fair enough, really. Fair enough. But then again, the Mariners are a defensive team anyway, man. They've got a really defensive setup regardless, to be completely honest with you. So, they'll probably just play their normal way, if I'm honest. But I still think Melbourne City are going to win this game 2-3-0. I honestly think they'll win this game 2-3-0. Now, I know Melbourne City's defense isn't that great, but Central Coast Mariners' attack is worse than their defense. Worse than their defense. So for me, I just think that Melbourne City will want to bounce back after that real shock 3-1 loss to Perth Glory. Like, no one really expected that. I think people expected it to be a decent game, but in the same sense, like, no one expected Perth to... That was a shit game, to be honest with you. No one expected Perth to do that kind of result, though. It was a 3-1 win at the end, and Melbourne City just looked really, nothing. They looked like absolutely nothing was going on. They didn't even really look like they were, thinking about anything they were doing, and their attack was just diabolical. Rav Canal says, hi, hello champion. Oscar Burke's score prediction. I'm going to go with a 3-0 Melbourne City. I know it's against the run of play, and I know most people are expecting the Mariners to have a good defense here, but I just think that Melbourne City's class should come through here, and I think that I just think they should be winning this. And if they don't win this, massive, massive questions will be asked about Melbourne City long term. Especially if they lose this, that'd be huge questions, because the Mariners are not as good as their position. Oh, here we go. Should be a goal here. Should be a goal here. No, they're going to whip it in. No, wow. He couldn't get a shot off, unfortunately. Could have been a goal, though. Ali Marvin says, hi, hello, champion. He goes, I hate Melbourne City. What are you, a Melbourne Victory fan? The Gunner says, do you think that the A-League final system should go to home and away? What do you mean? No, what do you mean, go to home and away? As in, take away the finals? No way, not in Australia. No way. All right, so here we go. So they're going to move this one in here. They're going to whip it in. Melbourne City chance here. Oh, headed away. And Mariners will clear this one out of the defense. Are you saying like in the Premier League where they have basically whoever finishes on top wins the league? If you're saying that, then no way. Absolutely not. The only reason they have that over there is because, they've got FA Cup, they've got League Cup, they've got Champions League, they've got Europa League, they've got all these knockout competitions, and it makes sense for the league itself just to be whoever's the best at the end of the league. In Australia, we don't have all those competitions, so we need the final system because that's what makes this exciting. I tell you what, the A-League would have literally zero support if they took away the final system, if that's what you're saying. Oscar Berg says, I want the Mariners to do well this season because since I've been watching the A-League, they have been around the bottom grabbing spoons. Well, yeah, they're a terrible franchise. And look, hold on 1 second. In Melbourne City, it's a great ball. No, McLaren's not going to be able to get on top of that one. Yeah, we all know the struggles that Mariners have had over the years, and they're an underdog team. Now, obviously, my team was in the grand final against them in 2011-12, and it was the greatest grand final win ever there, being down 2-0 in extra time and being able to come back in the last few moments to tie it up, send it to penalties, and then Brisbane were obviously won in the end. They've had a tough history. They was relatively, they were really good at the start. They were really good for a few years, but then they really just fell apart after that, really. Or maybe 13-14 was the last year of real relevancy for the Mariners. But no, I think a quality Mariners is a good thing for the A-League. I think that with Newcastle Jets definitely falling down now, I think that it's very quality for the A-League to have at least one of those. Chance here. Mariners! Oh, my God. That was a chance. Oh, my God, that was a chance. But we'll go over the top there for the Mariners. See, that's exactly what they did to MacArthur. What they just did just then was exactly what they did to MacArthur. They just get the ball forward. They defend. The other team just attacks, and then you'll lose that ball at one moment. They'll get it. They'll boot it down left, or they'll boot it down right. It was down. No, it was left and right. Yeah. They'll boot it down to one of the wings, and then just whip it in one of those crosses. And you're just like, wait a second, how the hell are we down 1-0 here? You know what I mean? That's exactly what happened to MacArthur. So that's exactly how the Mariners need to play in this game too, because City are going to attack, and City are going to attack the entire game. But yeah, I think that it's a really quality thing for the A-League when the Mariners are successful, or Newcastle. Just one of those, that region needs to be successful in that area. The Great Seven says, that's a good topic, actually. Who is the best keeper in the league currently? I'm actually not going to answer that because myself and Jas are going to be doing one of those, I don't know if you guys saw it, the NRL tier maker where I did positional plays. We're going to be doing those positional plays for the A-League as well. So definitely stay tuned for that. The goalkeepers one actually comes out tomorrow, so there you go. Daniel Kahn says, he says Jamie Young every time, mate. Well, Jamie Young, buddy, you can't go wrong, mate. You can't go wrong with a bit of Jamie Young action. Can't go wrong. We are doing an actual, genuine ranking system, though. Fortnite Gaming says, Mark Birighitti is the best. Please. Please. Zach says, how can it be draw -3-3? What? What do you mean? What do you mean draw -3-3? Huh? What are you talking about? Mark Birighitti is not the best keeper in the league. Please. Gee whiz. Clearly see you're a Mariners fan. So 6 minutes 40 gone here. It is 0-0. Don't forget, guys, smack the thumbs up button. Subscribe if you're new around here. Oscar Berg says Marinovic should be high on that list. As you guys will see, you'll see tomorrow. Chancey for the Mariners. They're whipping it down the right hand side here. They're gonna whip it in. They're gonna whip it in. Whip it in, you bastard bastards. Whip it in. No, he's not gonna whip it in. I just want an exciting game today, lads. I just want an exciting game. These two teams aren't that great this year, but I'm just. City will come back. City will come back at some point this year, but I don't know, actually, because if it's true about these rumours with the Melbourne coach and a coach in Victoria who is in very bad terms with his players, chance here inside. No, Melbourne City, clear that away. If it's true, and I believe it is Patrick Crisnobo, I believe it is Crisnobo. Western United don't seem like a team that is broken across the park. Melbourne Victory, albeit pretty average, don't look like a team that's broken across the park. Melbourne City don't look like a team right now. They haven't looked like a team all season. So it wouldn't surprise me if it was Crisnobo, but then again, it could be somebody else as well. It could be. It could be anybody, but I just don't see Western United or Victory being the type of team right now that are going through their managerial or their coaching problems that have been reported in the media. Let me know your thoughts on that. Patrick Nance says, hi Blaze, come on you Mariners. Yeah, get around the Mariners. Obviously I don't mind City because of the City Football Group, but I also don't really care too much about City. There's only one city that I care about, but, when it comes to teams around the world, I will always get around the City Football Group as a second option. Or it's a chance here for Melbourne City. Chance here for Melbourne City, McLaren. Oh, good defense there by Ruan Tongic. Tongic has been so good this year for the Mariners. Truly, he has been unreal for the Mariners this year. You saw that game against Sydney FC, and except for that, he just put the ball over the sideline. Except for that one time... except for that, sorry. But that one game against Sydney FC this year, tell you what, that really showed. And we all know that he's just got the quality there. And to be a part of the Mariners, you need to be a good defender because you're going to get a lot of teams attacking you in comparison to some of these other teams who hold the ball a lot more. For example, MacArthur. MacArthur are a very possession-based team, so their defense doesn't get as much. That's a bad tackle there. Oh, not a yellow card? Not a yellow card? No, it's not going to be a yellow card, but Adrian Luna. Desmond Tan says City to lead 2-0 half-time. I don't know. Right now, they're not looking that good, man. They're not looking that good this whole season, though, to be honest with you. Patrick, Fortnite Boy Gaming says, where is young Nisbet? Nisbet's injured, mate. Nisbet's been injured for 2 weeks. Patrick Nan says, have to win for Simon tonight. Yeah, 200 games, man. He's only 28 games short of the ultimate record. How old is May Simon, by the way, now? What is he, 33? How old is... Can someone check for me how old Matt Simon is? Jack Hodges says, you're going to come to one of the Brisbane Roar games within the 2 weeks? What do you mean within the 2 weeks? I'm in quarantine. I can't leave this room until next Wednesday, man. I'm based in Sydney too, so the next time I'll be at a Raw home game will be when I obviously go up to the Gold Coast for a Titans game, and then obviously I'll work in a Brisbane Raw game in between as well. But yeah, I'm based in Sydney now, so I'll be going to the Sydney FC game in a few weeks. I'll be at the game at Cogra between Sydney FC and Brisbane Raw, cheering on our Brisbane boys. Bump, 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 bump. I tell you what, I'll be making some noise. Patrick Nance says he's 35. There you go. 35. Do you reckon he'll play on next year? Do you think he'll play on next year? I'm not sure his contract situation. I'm not too sure about his contract situation. Harry Wallace says, are you in Australia yet? Man, you haven't been, but you don't have my notifications on, do you? I put out a video 2 days ago, brother. I put out a video 2 days ago saying I'm back in Australia. I'm in quarantine right now. I'm actually, I'm doing vlogs for BKR Travel too, guys. So, Melbourne City going to whip this one forward. Mariners will Mariners will head that one down, and Mariners with the ball. So Trisna says, Man City, vamos, vamos. Win halftime, 0-1 or 0-2. Yeah, probably. Yeah, you're probably spot on there. Oh, well, not everyone believes. Well, actually, Mariners are the only ones really attacking this game so far. Oh my God, Simon over the top. I feel like Simon's going to have a good game today. I'm feeling it already. I've decided. Matty Simon's going to have a good day today. So 11 minutes in, guys. It is still 0-0 here. The guy says, have you seen A-League memes on Facebook? I've seen A-League memes. I've seen the... I have Instagram. My Facebook got banned a long time ago, actually. And I just haven't created Facebook since. I still have the Facebook page, the BKR Sport Facebook page, but I use that through a friend's account. Desmond Sand says, City, come on, score 2 goals. Well, I'm not too sure right now because the Mariners are dominating them in regards to this game, in my opinion. Like... Honestly, this is really interesting. Look how big the Mariners players are there in the box against the City players. Their City players are really small. Oh, that was poor. That was poor defending there, but it will go out for a goal kick. If you hadn't noticed that footage just then, the Mariners have a very, very large advantage when it comes to whipping in the corners and whipping in across here. They're very big compared to Melbourne City, who are very small. Look at Adrian Luna, look at Sabaki there, who are defending on those guys in the middle, like your Matty Simon and stuff like that. Not Alec Wall. Sorry, it was wrong. Ruin Tongik. It's interesting. I actually don't think Kowal's playing today. Well, not that I've seen so far. I've seen that it must be like a one up front here for Matty Simon. Fortnite by Gamer says, will Jar beat the game Sydney versus Brisbane? Probably, mate. Probably. I'll probably, look up something to do with that. Patrick Nan said, we'll probably get something going there, yeah. But then again, he'll be in Sydney's Bay, and I'll be with Brisbane if there is a Brisbane Bay. I don't really have a clue, to be honest with you, but I'll definitely be getting around it. But my first game next Friday, I'm looking forward to. That is Macarthur versus Adelaide. At Macarthur will be a vlog there. So Mariners here with the ball. They're going to whip this ball down the left-hand side. Oh, chance here for Mariners. Chance here for Mariners down the left-hand wing. Chance here for Mariners down the left-hand wing. Cuts it in. Oh, good block there. Good stop there by the Melbourne City defense. Win 2787 says, G'day Blaze, just got a question for you in the A-League. Is Mariners any good because I barely watch A-League? I will direct you to the pinned comment over here. So that pinned comment, if you want to know more about the A-League, man, every Wednesday I'm doing a power rankings. So today I brought out a power rankings where it explains basically all the teams, where they are and where they should be on the ladder, not based on where their actual, ladder standings are. It gives you a better understanding about where teams are at. So I would advise you, go and check that video out after this stream or now if you want to. And yeah, that'll give you a real good rundown on how the Mariners are going this season. Fortnite Boy Gaming says, no Glory versus Adelaide. No, next week is Macarthur versus Adelaide. Great 7 says, Clisby has improved his crossing a lot. Looks much better this season, to be honest. Clisby has been good. Clisby has been pretty good, yeah. I think that if you're on the defense for the Mariners and if you've played in the defense this year for the Mariners, you've been pretty good the entire season because, you can't be, what are they, second right now? But they're not really second, but they're technically second. Sydney haven't played a game yet. I think have the Wanderers played 5 games too? No, Wanderers have played the same amount as them. I think Melbourne City, if they win this, they might change. There's a few teams that are chasing down them over there anyway. All right, old Mariners here. Matt Simon here. Chance. Oh, saved by Glover. So Glover's going to come out off his line there. He's going to grab that ball and prevent that one from going in the back of the net. Because if he didn't come out there, that would have been a goal, my friend. That would have been a damn well goal. So 14 minutes gone here, still 0-0. Melbourne City now with the ball. They're going to have... where's the creativity with this team, bro? Like, where is the creativity that we saw last year? Like, where is the spark that you get with the City Football Group team? You look at Yokohama, they're still pretty creative. You look at New York City FC, they're creative. Man City, everyone knows how creative we are. But Melbourne City are just so bleh. They're so bland right now. They just don't really have a clue, really. A clue how to play. And that's why I truly believe it is Patrick Kisnorbo. It has to be. Because otherwise, it's just him. If it isn't Patrick Kisnorbo, this team is a mess. And, that would have been at least an excuse for him. Because if that isn't him, then he has no excuse. And they look terrible. They just dead set look terrible. Alrighty. That was nice there from Matty Simon, though. Unfortunately, the touch was just a little bit, the pass was a little bit too far there for the Mariners running down the right-hand side. A little bit too strong. A little bit too strong, my friend. Too strong. I suppose how are you today? Man, buddy, wishing I was out of quarantine, but in the same sense, can't really complain. You can't really complain, to be honest with you. Patrick Nan says United fans are going on like they've won the title after this morning. Yeah, but they forget that they've played 2 games extra than us, are still behind us on goal difference after winning 9-0. 9-0, FYI. They won 9-0 and still are behind 5 goals on goal difference, right? And are 2 games ahead of us. And on the same amount of points. What's the go here? What do you think? What do you think? Did miraculously Manchester City don't exist anymore? Are you stupid or not you? I'm just saying in response to United fans. It's honestly dead set stupid. It's like they don't realise that they're still below the team. Anyway, there's a bunch of morons. That lot. The football state says Central Coast are doing so much better than we expected them so far, but they might fall again soon. Look, 16 minutes in, I'm pretty happy to say they've been the better team in this game. I'm pretty happy to say that they've been the better team out of these 2 teams in this game. And here we go. Chance here for Mariners again. Outside the box. Whips it in. Chance here. Oh, damn it. Damn it. Nothing going on there. He brings it back. I would be pretty happy to say that the Mariners have been the better team in this game. I think they've been attacking better. And I haven't really seen any clear opportunities for Melbourne City, but that can break at any moment. This Melbourne City right now is playing exactly how they played against the Perth Glory. Exactly how they played against Perth Glory. Patrick Nance says, I think City will win the Prem. Nicola De Tomaso says, Forza Juventus. Get around Juve. Bit of Juve action. How are Juventus doing right now? Are they top of the league over there in Syria? Are they top of the league? I'm not too sure how. Or surely they should be with, I think Ronaldo's still there, yeah. Oh, shooting a goal. My God. Oh, my God. That should have been a goal. That was a great save by Glover. That was an absolutely phenomenal save. That should have been 1-0. That should have been 1-0 Mariners. That should have been 1-0 Mariners. Now, AC Milan on top. AC Milan are back, eh? They struggled for a few years, man. They struggled for a few years, but... So, 17... No, that was a very good save. Yeah, I agree, Fortnite Boy Gaming. So, 17 minutes gone here, and Mariners with another corner here. Mariners are literally they're literally performing above. But then again, do remember that Mariners were the better team against Wellington Phoenix too, and eventually Kamagata there, you know? All right, so 17.5 minutes gone. Mariners going to whip in the corner, over the top from De Silva, and that's going to be... Jeez, I tell you what, if they can keep getting corners, I think they score a goal, because they've got such a massive height advantage. They've got a huge height advantage. Patrick Nance says Juventus are 4th behind the 2 Milan teams and Roma. I knew Roma would be there. I knew that Inter Milan had gotten quite quality, but I didn't realise AC Milan had gotten back yet. AC Milan have been down for quite a while, to be honest with you. Juventus, considering how much money they spend, they would not be happy with the 4th right now. The football state says, yes, Central Coast Mariners outplayed the Knicks, but the Knicks scored the winner on counter. Still scored the winner regardless, man. Still scored the winner regardless, and they were not the better team than Phoenix, in my opinion. Just simply, they were not the better team, to be honest with you. Oh, that's going to be a free kick here. Free kick here to Melbourne City. Free kick, Melbourne City. But they have the better players. But the Knicks are going to really struggle this year. Sabaki here with the ball. Really likes Sabaki against Perth. Really did. He got taken off way too early. Whips it across. And unfortunately, it's going to be a little bit too far there. And will be a goal kick here. Unfortunately, it just didn't get to Craig Noon there, unfortunately. But yeah, I really liked Sabaki against Perth Glory. And they took him off. And it was the stupidest. It was possibly one of the most stupid substitutions I've ever seen in my life in any league. It was possibly one of the most, if not the most, stupid substitution I've seen in my life. He took off their best player when they were down 2-1 with 35 minutes to go. It made zero sense. And anyway, Jason Sylvester says, hello, LO Champion, how you doing? Korvki says, Melbourne City are winning this season. Bro, not from what we've seen so far. Not from what we've seen so far. They look terrible to start this season, man. They look bland. I tipped you guys to win the league this year. I said Melbourne City were the better team. Were better than City and FC this year, and I thought they would get the job done. But I'm very, very disappointed with what I've been watching so far, man. I'm very, very disappointed, to be honest with you. All right, so 20 minutes gone, guys. Still 0-0. Smack that thumbs up button if you haven't already. Subscribe if you are new around here, because we stream every single game. But yeah, very disappointed. But Matt Simon here, over the ball, over the top to De Silva. De Silva here. Gets it out to the left-hand side here. Oh, look at that from Clisby. Jeez, but it's going to be whipped away there by Melbourne City. But that was a really nice pass there from Clisby. Korfke says, we got rid of heaps of players and new coach, so it might be a rough start, not going to lie. Well, no. It's no. Apparently, I truly believe it's Kiz Norbo that's having the problems with the players, FYI. And No, it's just Melbourne City just don't seem to be working together as a team right now. The fluidity's not there. It just looks bland. It doesn't look creative like we all know City Football Group usually is, as in all the City Football Group teams. And it really is disappointing me. I did a power rankings before. I can't remember where I put them. I think I put them in fourth, I think it was. And, they're better than the teams below them in my power rankings that I put out on the channel. The pinned comment is over there. But in the same sense, I wouldn't be putting them above the three other teams that I mentioned. They do look lost, the Gunner. They do look lost. Melbourne City do look lost. Business Partner says another day. It is another day, my man. Grade 7 says we're having Liverpool City this weekend. Thoughts? Ask me at halftime. So 21 minutes gone here, and Melbourne City now with the ball. I haven't seen anything from this game too. Like at least I could defend them if they were doing something in this game. But 20 minutes in, and it's really all Mariners. It is all Mariners right now. If the Mariners can continue this, I will admit straight away how wrong I was and how wrong most people were. Because everyone had them. No one had them last, but I had them. I think I had them ninth. And I still think they probably come about ninth. I still think that, there are much better teams than them come long term this season, but they are slowly proving us wrong. But then again, they're playing, like I said, like they did against Wellington, and they lost that game against Wellington. Even though they were the better team, they still lost it. So you do have to weigh that into account. Fortnite Boy Gaming says, why is the old Brisbane coach wishes at Central Coast Mariners and he does better at Central Coast? What do you mean? Brisbane Roar at top of the table, man. I wouldn't be talking shit about Brisbane Roar. If I were you, Brisbane Roar at top of the table and have looked much better than the Mariners this year. Genwell Balandra says, except the people, Mariners is here to stay. Ooh, that's a tough take. Ooh, that's a rough take. That's a rough take. Ooh, they haven't looked good this year. So if this is them here to stay, well, okay. If this is them here to stay, if they could get an attacker, maybe that would be something that I'd be liking to see. But they have no attack here. They have no real attack. Matt Simon isn't going to get the job done, right? Alu Kuo is not going to get the job done. At least with Dylan Wenzel-Halls and Scott McDonald at Brisbane, you can see an out there. You can see a possibility. You look at most teams and you can see it with Bernie Abini. You can see it with Simon Cox. Not great, but Wanderers can still get it done. Derbyshire, not really, and that's why there's a massive problem with MacArthur. So, but when it comes to Matt Simon and Kowal, I genuinely believe that's some of the worst attack in the league. And it's been showing this year. But Wanderers here, chance here. Oh, that's a goal. That's a fantastic goal. Craig Noon to Luna. Adrian Luna puts in the back of the net. Easy days, 1-0 Melbourne City. Easy days, 1-0 Melbourne City. Easy days. Done deal. Fortnite Boy Gaming says take it back, Blaze. Well, sorry, but it's 1-0 City. Wait, in regards to their attack, bro, you go and have a look at the stats. What have you done? What has Central Coast Mariners attack done? Look, they have dominated this game. But what's it got them? What has this got them? They don't have that finishing touch. They don't have the clinicalness to put the ball in the back of the net. That's the problem with the Central Coast Mariners that people aren't understanding. It's great that they've got a couple of results against pretty average teams, except for Sydney FC, but that showed a lot more about Sydney FC at the time, but still Mariners got the job done. But there is no attack right now for the Mariners, and we've just seen them dominate 23 minutes here, and then Craig Noon gets a great ball into Adrian Luna, and he puts it into the bottom right-hand corner of the net. Like, what do you want from me? I'm just telling you exactly what's going on here. Like, Alu Kual's not even playing today, FYI. They've just got Matt Simon up front, I think. Oscar Burst has just said Wanderers here. What? Korvki says, yeah, but Mariners popping the season, and they're not popping the season, and we've been playing weird like we lost on Sunday. On Sunday, but had all possession and looked like a really good side. Ooh, on Sunday, disagree big time in regards to Sunday, looking like a really good side. Wow. I would highly disagree with that one. I thought that Melbourne City, the only game that I thought they really dominated this season for a large portion of the game in regards to looking quality was actually the game against Adelaide that they lost 2-0. But the only reason they lost that game 2-0 was because they got to the 70-minute mark and got a red card. And then from that red card and that free kick, that was when Tommy Urich scored the goal on the edge of the box. So, no, I against Perth Glory, that was too terrible. Like, that was a terrible game. It was a terrible game. Even Perth Glory didn't play that great. But they would take that result. Oscar Burke says if they draw the Mariners, they will be a great result. Yeah, for the Brisbane Roar, it'll be great. But I don't. Oh, in this game for Mariners, oh yeah. I don't know what McLaren's trying to do there. That was terrible. The Great Seven said, I think Urich looks really promising for Adelaide too. Yes and no. I will be happy to prove myself wrong. I think Urich is a great player. I think he would suit a team like Western United more, or a team like the Wanderers more. But the same sense, and because Adelaide are a different kind of team and don't have that, he doesn't have that pace that they would usually be looking for, like your Mohamed Toure style. But Mohamed Toure is still young, guys. Mohamed Toure is very young, so you can't expect too much from him too early. However, Tommy Urich, I just don't think he sets the Adelaide system. If he was at Western United, I'd be raving on him. I'd be raving about him. I think he would be one of the best strikers in the league at a team like Western United or at Wanderers. Even MacArthur, actually. MacArthur would be the perfect team for him, in my opinion. I think MacArthur would win the league, nearly. MacArthur would be at least a genuine contender to win the league. But unfortunately, he's stuck at a team that I think that just doesn't suit him. That's a great ball here for Melbourne City. They're going down the wing. They're going, it's going to be a throw in here. Throw in. Football State says, Blaze, do you think Chelsea can make top 4, brother? Ask me at halftime. Great 7 says, I think Urich looks really... Oh, that's right. Gamble Balandra says, then Urich leaves for Asia again in 6 months. Corviki says, we need an Azani again. You do. You do need an Azani again. And there is potential that he could be coming back because obviously his injury really prevented him from growing over there in Europe. But in the same chance here, over the top, that's a great ball. That's a great ball for Sabaki. Sabaki over the top, he's going to cut back inside here. Whip it in, Sabaki. Whip it in. Oh, he cuts back. That's a great cutback. Whips it over the top, and that's going to be saved by the keeper. But that was a great cutback there from Sabaki. Football State says, if Urich was consistent, he would have had a legendary career. He's just not consistent with scoring. Exactly right. And he really... Look, guys, target men really need the right setups for him. Target men are not like your, shadows or your... Just other types of strikers that don't need the game to be surrounding them. A target man needs the attack to surround them. And that's why I don't like it at Adelaide, because the attack will never surround a sole man in the middle. It is always down the wings. It is always fast-paced. It is always, lots of fluidity, lots of motion. And, they really will... I just don't think he's going to get the deliveries and the distribution that you would ideally want with him. But in the same sense, they could prove me wrong. But I also did watch them the other day. Urich didn't play, though, mind you. Urich didn't play, though, against Brisbane Roar, but Brisbane Roar towed him. They towed him. The guys just remember when Urich was a beast? Yeah. But 28 minutes in here, guys. It is 1-0 Melbourne City. I really can't see Mariners coming back from here. I think Mariners needed to score first. If Mariners was going to do something, I think they needed to score first. I said 3-0 City. I'm still sticking by 3-0 City at the moment. I'm still sticking by it. I think, yeah. Desmond Tan says, nice. City to score one more goal to make it 2-0 half time. Wouldn't surprise me right now. Surely they go along with this now. Surely they go on with this. If they got anything but a win from here on out, then there'd be massive, massive repercussions for that team in regards to that's a nice little ball here. Whips it in here. Oh, clears it away. Nice defense there by the Mariners. Oh, no, that was... That was terrible there from Melbourne City. That was absolutely shocking. Oh, Matt Simon here with the ball. Oh, gets it back. See, ever since that goal, too, Mariners are starting to look a little bit shaky here. Mariners starting to look a little bit shaky. Oh. They're not looking as... it is a massive... I agree. It is a massive test of character right now for this Mariners team. Conceded a goal to one of the better teams in the league. It's going to be tight here. It's going to be tight to see how long they can hold out without giving up a second one, and if they can have the resolve to go and score themselves. Stephen says hi. Hello, Stephen. How you doing? Football State says, Blaze, if you had the authority to bring in a second team for any city that has a team already, what city would it be? Gold Coast. For a team that already has a team, I would probably say, Adelaide? No? Yeah, I'd probably go Adelaide. But then again, I wouldn't. No, I wouldn't. I wouldn't. But obviously, if you're talking about just a team in general. Gamble Belenja says not Perth. Not yet. I wouldn't do any kind of thing like that at the moment. It's obviously seen that it doesn't work. It obviously has been shown that it doesn't work, bringing in those other teams inside the other states right now that already have 2 teams for one, let alone, just bringing in another team from the same state. Doesn't make sense. So it doesn't. Neither Perth, Adelaide. It doesn't really matter, to be honest with you, man. Oh, chance here. Should be goal. Should be goal. It's gonna be McLaren goal. 2-0. 2-0 Melbourne City. 2-0 Melbourne City. 30 minutes in, and Jamie McLaren has gone and scored a goal. He has hurt himself here, but it is 2-0 here to Melbourne City, and I'm pretty sure that this is going to be a big win. I'm pretty certain this is going to be a big win here for Melbourne City. I'm pretty certain. Korviki says, Canberra, a decent side if they came to the league. What do you reckon? Yeah, well, if you check out BKR clips, oh no, I haven't put it on yet. One would be on this channel, but BKR clips is where all the clips go now. My second channel, obviously, where the stream clips go. But I have spoken about this before in regards to Tasmania and Canberra, Gold Coast, stuff like that. But check that one out, because obviously I've gone pretty in depth into that one before. Steven says, who is the better team in whole of soccer? In this league or just in general? Top goal scorers from 2005 to 2021. McLaren's on 82, and best up British is on 135. So I'm assuming McLaren probably will be able to take him over by the end of his league. By the end of his career. Brian says Melbourne City will pile it on the board. Yeah, I said 3-0 Melbourne City, and honestly, it could be more right now. I felt it before the game started. I said 3-0, and people were like, oh, no, probably be a board draw, low-scoring draw. I'm like, nah, I can't see it. I think Melbourne City are going to bounce back here. Melbourne City are going to bounce back. They got embarrassed by Perth Glory, and they've really struggled this season with results, and they just haven't looked good. And now, finally, they're getting the job done when they needed to. But, in the same sense, once this game is finished, it's not like they're holding a chance here. Clisby puts it over the top. It's going to be, oh my God, dude, that's going to be a shocking shot. De Silva, gee whiz. That was a shocking shot. Rita Des says, love your streams, mate. Keep up the good work. Appreciate it, man. Thank you very much. I just look forward to getting out of quarantine, man, so I can start vlogging again too. But it's not like Melbourne City are going to rocket up my power rankings by any means. You know, they need to play more than just this one game at a quality level against a bit of a better team for me to, rocket them back up the leaderboard and put them into a real respect. Well, they're in fourth already, which is respectable. But I did have doubts about whether to put them under third place or not. But I eventually put the team in third there because of the reasons I explained. So it is 33 minutes gone here. 2-0 Melbourne City. Yeah, Mariners are getting done dirty. Mariners getting done dirty. They're gonna get walloped here if they're not lucky. If they're what am I saying? If they're not unlucky, I don't know what I'm saying. They're gonna get walloped here if they're not careful. Is what I should be saying. Like as in wallops. We've already seen a 9-0 result today in world football. Corby says, who do you go for? I'm a Brisbane Roar fan, man. So I'm from the Gold Coast. I'm a Brisbane Roar fan. We're doing pretty well this year, but I still have my doubts about the attack. I'm looking forward to, not this week, next week, and 3 weeks away, against Sydney FC. That'll really give us a good telling point of how we are going this year. Melbourne City got very lucky to get all 3 points against us when they were, out-dominated most of the game, but just got that goal in the 70th minute there. Newcastle completely outshone us, but we still got the win there. We dominated Melbourne Victory from across the park, and Adelaide United we dominated too completely. So we've been really surprising considering I didn't have us to make the playoffs before the season started. But yeah, we've been looking the goods. And especially our attack has been surprising me. I never thought we had good attackers, but Wenzel Hawes and McDonald have been doing the job. Daniel Khan says, get even a draw. Gamble Belanger says, do you still follow Gold Coast United in the NPL or not? I never was a Gold Coast United fan. I'll always have a soft spot for Gold Coast teams because obviously that is really where I'm from. But I'll never... no, Gold Coast was never my team. I did go and watch them when they were around. I did go and watch the Gold Coast United, but I never really supported them because I was always a Brisbane Roar fan. Steven says, Gold Coast Titans are going to be good this year. We will be. Korvki says, yeah, that's true, but the Sydney FC are getting worse, not nearly as dominant. I want to wait until they play another game first. They've played, I said at the beginning, hold on here, Mariners here, chance, over the top, and that's going to be, oh my God, opportunity. No, they cleared away there. Oh, it's a free kick, is it? I think it's a free kick here to Central Coast Mariners, or a corner maybe. No, I think there could be a yellow card here. It's definitely a free, it's a free kick here to Central Coast Mariners here on the edge of the box. It's not in the box. Very close to a penalty though. Jeez. He's not in the box though. Wow, so it's going to be a yellow card here for Stokes. Stokes will get the yellow card. Faisal says, what is your name, bro? My name's Blaze, man. My name's Blaze. We stream every single game here. So I hope you are enjoying. Don't forget, guys, smack the thumbs up button. Subscribe if you are new around here. I just remember someone asked me a question, and I think I was halfway through saying something, but I've lost my train of thought because of the yellow card here. This is a good opportunity here for the Mariners to hit back, though. Very good opportunity here for the Mariners to hit back. Gamble Belandra says, "I'll wait till Sydney have their strong side." That's what I was saying. No, that's not what that's not what I'm saying. But it reminds me of what I was saying. I'm waiting till Sydney FC play another team because I said since the start of the season, you wait until 5 games before you get a good read on anybody. You have to wait until 5 games before you get a good read on anybody. Sydney, Brisbane have both played 4. So have Wanderers, so have Melbourne City. I think this is their 5th game here. So 35 minutes gone here. Mariners going to whip it in here from the side. Gets it up to the edge of the box. Whips it across. That's a goal. Oh my God, it's a save. That is an unbelievable save. It went straight to the keeper, but that's an unbelievable save. That's an unbelievable save there by Glover. I understand that it went straight at him, but still, Ruin Tongyik, you couldn't have struck that any better, but unfortunately, it just went straight at the keeper, and it was strong hands to keep that one out. It could have been easily 2-1 there. But good keeping by Glover, and really good set-piece work there by the Mariners. You know, you can't complain about that. I think it's because Glover can see where the ball's going the entire time, and Tongyik, you know, you could see the whole time where he was going to head that ball. There was no real disillusion about what was happening there, so that's why Glover had a really good hand to that. The Football State says Jamie McLaren deserves to win a team trophy before he retires. He has had a solid enough career to win at least one. He's got 83 goals in the A-League so far, man. You know, he's got 83 goals in the A-League so far in his career, and he needs 128, I think it was, to take out Berisha. Because I'm not sure how much Berisha's scoring this year. He's passed it. All right, so Atkinson's going to be coming on here for Melbourne City. Nathaniel Atkinson will be coming on for Melbourne City. Joe Jiang says, "You look like Lonzo Ball today." Buddy, you look at me go. I'm flying. Lonzo Ball. Bring him to my Chicago Bulls, please. Bring him. Well, I don't know if he fits there, but bring him anyway, just because I look like him. That was a really nice set piece from the Mariners. They whipped it across there, and yeah, it was. Look, to be honest with you, it's a strong header, but in the same sense, the keeper knows exactly where that's going at every point. Even if he puts that to the side of the keeper, I still think he probably gets on top of that. So Galloway will come out here for Atkinson. Atkinson will come off here for Galloway for Melbourne City with the injury. Brian says, "Did Archie Thompson hit triple digits on goals scored?" I don't think so. I think there was only 2 players that I saw before that were talking about. Free kick here in Melbourne City. Mustard Cats table layers, I know you're not. I'm not, apparently. I'm just not. I'm not what? Football State says, "I think he can reach Berisha's number before he retires if he remains consistent, and also considering Berisha is on the verge of retiring." Well, he should be he should be retiring now. He shouldn't be on the verge of it. He should be retiring now. He should be retiring now. Scorchers Heat tomorrow should be a good one. I could stream it if you guys want, but I haven't done anybody BBL this year. I'm doing the NBL as we speak, the Bullets versus somebody, but I don't really think I should. The Grey 7 says, "Atkinson looks like the keeper's brother." Buddy, Atkinson is who came on for Sabaki last week for Melbourne City against Perth Glory, and it was the most stupid substitution I've ever seen in my life. Sport says, "Do you think Heat will win?" I haven't watched it anywhere near enough to have a good idea of that, but I will say yes. But in the same sense, I'm not going to have a strong opinion on something that I don't really know too much about. But then again, I have watched the Heat in the last couple of games, probably the last 3-4 games. I've watched them. Obviously, I kind of support them, but I still don't really give a shit too much. Until the Gold Coast bring a team in. That's good defense there. Oh, wow, it's a free kick here for Mariners in a nice little similar position here. So it's not on the edge where it was, but it is a little bit further back. It's in basically the similar position where they can whip this one across, bring it back down, and then try and head this one home and try and get it away from the keeper's hands. Brian says, "Berisha had the privilege of the receiving end of Bruish. He can't thank him for all the assists." Yeah, Bruish was obviously, Bruish was unbelievable, man. Bruish was just unbelievable. So Berisha has had the quality around him his entire career. He can thank him for a lot when it comes to the Brisbane Roar and Melbourne victory. West United, I think that he's got the distribution, but unfortunately, it's just not. It's still not the same as what the Brisbane Roar team back in the day was, and victory, over the last couple of years when he was there. But here we go. Mariners will be in here. Oh no, over the top there. Mustard Cat says, "Hey Blaze, I know you're not a Scum fan, but what's your opinion on their 9-1 over Southampton? Couldn't finish my question earlier. Ask me at halftime, man, which is in about 5-6 minutes time. But it's not really an opinion on them as such. It's more of an opinion on kind of their fan reaction, as if like anything changes with the team that's above them right now. 2 games behind, 5 goal different in front of them, and on the same points. Like, it's ridiculous. But ask me at halftime, bro." Joshua Campbell says, "Hi, man. Hey, man. How you doing?" So 5 minutes left here of the first half. It is 2-0 Melbourne City. Smack that thumbs up button, guys. And also subscribe if you're new around here. Very close to 8,200, I think. 8,200. Or was it 8,100? No, I think it's 8,200. Oh, chance here. This should be a goal. Matt Simon. Oh, he's got it across. That's a goal. 2-1. It's 2-1. That was a great pass there. That was a great pass there from Matty Simon. Matty Simon gets the assist, and Central Coast Mariners are back in the game. Matty Simon gets the assist, and there we go. Our tag says, go Scumps. Fucking United. Tell you what. That's a great pass there that's a great pass from Matt Simon. Gets it across there. Could have easily gone for the shot himself. But decided to get it to Casella, and Casella puts it home. Korfke says, we also need a Bart Schenkeveld in the defense. We're looking shambles in defense at the moment. Yeah, exactly. That's why I thought when Perth played you guys, I thought that was going to be a very high-scoring game on both ends, but they got the high scoring. Unfortunately, you guys just didn't do the job in regards to the high scoring. Patrick Nance is finally. Our tag to Recon says, what's wrong with United? They're a bunch of scumbags, and I hate every single one of them. Patercat says, that was a great goal. It was a fantastic goal, mate. It was a fantastic goal. Matt Simon obviously put that one on a platter for Casella, and Casella just easily puts in the back of the net. Like I'm telling you, Mariners they're not as bad as I've been making out all season. They're still not great, but it's still, at least they got a goal. You'll take that. Gray 7 says, what an unselfish play by Simon. Our tag says, Salt, why don't you talk to me when you've won in the last, 7 years? The Grey 7 says, what an unselfish play by Simon. Many players would have gone for the goal. Exactly right, especially as a striker like he is too. Especially as he's the main guy there. Exactly right. Patrick Nance says, I'm Chelsea's fan. City are the only other Big Six team I don't hate. The Football State says, Blaze, when was the last time you attended a game at Suncorp? I'm not sure. You guys probably know more than me, to be honest with you. I don't remember all the games that I go to. I do that many games. Probably Broncos Warriors or something, maybe. I'm not sure, to be honest. Maybe Brisbane Roar game. I can't remember. But clearly we've got a United fan in the chat who probably supports because his daddy supports him. Yeah. Probably watched for the last 6 years too, 7. No, probably started watching 11 years ago, 12 years ago, and thinks they know football. Football State says, I am a Chelsea fan too, Paddy. Well, good on you, lads. Not doing too well this year, though, unfortunately. So that's going to be easy days there. So, unfortunately, we had someone here who was predicting a 2-0 Melbourne City lead at half-time, and they were so close. Not anymore, mate. Not anymore. No more. It's still 1. Everyone was saying low scoring, and I said, nah. I said 3-0, though. I just didn't think Mariners could score, but there was 3 goals minimum in it. We're here. We're ready to go, son. Artek says, I've never met my dad. I've supported them since I was 5. Why do you support them? Tell me why you supported them. The Great 7 says, and don't lie either. The Great 7 says, I think there will be fireworks in the second half. Tackles, cards, it's about to go down. Melbourne City aren't usually a team that I expect to get cards. They're not usually a team that I expect to get cards. Mariners, yes. But the Mariners aren't really playing like that this year. There was actually quite a few cards the other day, but that was because it was raining and shit like that. But, Mariners usually are the team that I expect that, but I'm not really feeling that. I'm feeling like there could still be more goals in this game. Yeah, but I'm not too sure about I'm not too sure about there being too many cards, to be honest with you. Patrick Nance says, I still don't think Mariners will make finals, but they are slowly improving. Yeah, they are. You're a fan because the only way you know them is because they win. Well, not anymore. There's still 2 games behind. 2 games in front of Manchester City. They're on the same amount of points, and after a 9-0 win, are still only 5 goals behind. After a 9-0 win, 5 goals behind, and United fans think that they're now favourites to win the league. Holy shit! It baffles me. That supporter base is just baffling. Truly. They truly baffle me. It's like they don't realise that there actually is other people on the planet and other teams on the planet that literally you look up one spot and there's a team there that is still above you. With 2 games in hand on the same points and 5 goal difference in front of you after a 9-0 win. It truly is surprising how bloody stupid some people can get. And that's not necessarily saying you are tanned, or I'm not really necessarily saying tag. Sorry, I'm not necessarily saying you, but you get lumped in with a really stupid bunch because unfortunately it's the team you support. Corby says, when Delridge was playing, we got plenty of cards. Oh, no. Yeah, Mariners are known for a lot of cards. Oh, Mariners and Melbourne City are known for... City back in the day had a few, actually. And that's what I just remembered that some reason Delridge clicked with me for Mariners, but obviously it's Melbourne City. You know, I can't really think of when City was... back in the Hart days, I guess, but I've never really thought of City in general as a real yellow card kind of team. Patrick Ned says, you should remind them they only have one goal against the Big Six this season, which was a pen in the 6-1 loss. Yeah, there you go. Exactly right. Exactly right. Artag, yeah, I agree with you. Victory is more known for cards, not City. By the way, man, obviously, I will insult United at every single opportunity I can get, but in the same sense, just take it as banter, man. Just take it as banter. I absolutely hate United with a passion, but in the same sense, people who are realistic about their opinions and stuff like that, and not pieces of shit like most Man United fans are, I can tolerate. It's all just a bit of banter. But 1 minute to go here at a time of the first half is 2-1 here to Melbourne City. Football State says Matty Ryan might start in Arsenal's. Yeah, Arsenal's next game is Leno will be suspended. Yeah, I saw he got the red card. So yeah, Matty Ryan getting a nice little opportunity there. Mariners have had 6 shots to Melbourne City's 3, by the way. That should have been yellow. That should have been not a yellow card. That should have been a free kick. It will be a free kick here. Will be a free kick here for the Mariners. Daniel Kahn says, yeah, but all Premier League fan bases are dumb because they're English teens, the ones online. I guess you can find that pretty much anywhere, though, to be honest with you, man. The Premier League is just a lot more worldwide, so... when you find them online, it's not even necessarily English teens all the time. Oh, that's going to be a free kick. No, wow, Tonga here. Look at this. Look at this from the big old centre-back. Look at this from the big old fullback, man. Look at him go. He's flying. And that's going to be taken away there by Melbourne City. And if he whips it down here, Melbourne City could have one last opportunity. What was that? Why did he place that pass? He placed the pass to the Mariners defense when no one was around. So that will be half time here, guys. It will be 2-1 here. Don't forget, smack the thumbs up button. Subscribe if you are new around here. Look, I think it was an enjoyable first half. I thought it was clean from both teams, to be honest with you. I think that Melbourne City was still relatively bland after they scored their second goal, and they just relied on their second goal. But in the same sense, I think that the Mariners weren't that bad. I think that they were the better team for the first 20 minutes. Then Melbourne City scored a goal. Then Melbourne City scored a second goal. We thought it was all over. And then Mariners got back in the game because Melbourne City started to relax a little bit more. And now it's 2-1. And there's every opportunity for the Mariners to tie this game up at 2-2. Because honestly, they have been, for me, the better team in that first half despite being down 2-1. But like I say, they did this against Wellington Phoenix and lost 2-1. You know what I mean? So... yes, it was against the counter. Doesn't really matter. Yes, it was late on. Doesn't really matter. They still lost 2-1, and it's the exact same kind of game right now. But I am happy to say that Mariners are better than I thought. And that's why, if you go and have a look at my power rankings for this week, I have them in 5th above the Wanderers for that very reason. I think that they are showing right now a bit of positivity. And I genuinely believe that this team isn't as bad as I once thought. Do I think they're going to be finals? No. No way. No way do I think they're going to be finals. But I'm very happy to say that they are moving in the right direction and just need to improve on their attack. Once they improve on their attack, they will be a team that can contend. Patrick Nance says Matt Simon's well known for cards. Matt Simon is no, he is a card. He is just a card. He is a walking card. Matt Simon is a guy you basically should just tattoo on his forehead card. So as soon as he walks on the field, he'll come straight back out. That's just how it happens. He doesn't know. And that's why we always say he doesn't know, buddy, how to have a game without having a yellow card or a bloody red card half the time. That's why people love to hate him or hate to love him. Yeah, that's the right one. Love to hate him or hate to love him. Love to hate him in the sense that they're opposition fans, but also in the same sense they love him because he brings so much to the game. And then you get the fans on your own team who hate to love him because he gives away so many cards and gives away so many red cards that as much as he's great for the team, he also brings a lot of negativity around. You know what I mean? So it's quite funny. It's really good. It's really good for the game. You need these kind of players in the game for it to be successful, though. Korvki says, City always choke games like these. Well, I hope they don't today, man. Oh, well, they really could, to be honest with you. They don't look that impressive, to be honest with you, man. Football State says, Matty Ryan might be the last Aussie in the Premier League in a while, not only because we aren't producing good enough players, but also because of Brexit and work permit issues. I'm not too sure about the Brexit and work permit issues, but I am aware that I would disagree with you producing good enough players. I think that, unfortunately, due to the pandemic, a lot of the players aren't really going to be picked up by these European nations anymore for the time being because of, firstly, apparently this Brexit thing and the government regulations and laws and stuff, which will obviously affect the Premier League. But I do think that we are producing relatively good talent, but I think that it's going to be a time in the next probably decade. I think people are really underestimating what the impact of this pandemic will be. And in sport specifically, sport across the world in all different leagues is going to become very locally grown. It's going to become very locally grown across all different levels. Australians will stay in Australia. English will stay in England. Spanish will stay in Spain. It's going to be like that for a long time. Countries are becoming very individualized now, if you think about it. And we're not getting into political or anything like that on this channel, but I'm talking about it because it's very related to sport. You're going to see American sport just basically be Americans for a very long time. I'd probably say 5 to 10 years. Australia's going to be the same. Countries are being very individualized. Corby says, surely once we start getting these new teams in, we can remove the salary cap. But why? Why do you want to remove the salary cap? Why do you want to remove the salary cap? Like, if you answer it and tell me why, I'll give my thoughts on it. But what's the reason for removing the salary cap? Because I think as a City fan, I think I know why you want it to be. I think I know why a Melbourne City fan would want it to be removed. But in the same sense, for Australian sport, it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense removing salary caps. Oscar Burke says, Blaze, would you want a Titans-Warriors final? No, I'd want a Titans-Broncos final so I can pile drive that shit team into the ground. Anderson Lowe says, I'm more surprised by the amount of US players doing well in soccer. I'm not surprised by that. I think US has the population for every sport to be successful. It just depends on the financials that go into the sport. I'm not surprised by the US being successful in any sport whatsoever. They have the ability. Look at sevens. No one gives a shit about sevens or rugby in general in America. And yet they're a fantastic team. One of the best 3 teams in seven. One of the best 4 teams. They're along the likes of Fiji, South Africa, New Zealand. It's crazy. Yeah, Australia. It's crazy. So no matter what the US put their mind to, they have the population to succeed. But it just depends on the viewership and financials that get it to that point. Rtag Drecon says, it honestly sucks that soccer is all about money and not skill anymore. Look, I'd agree. I'd agree. There is a lot more about money nowadays, and money does ruin it quite a bit. As a City fan, as a Manchester City fan who has gone through the time where we had nothing, and we had players like Buddy, we had real tough players like Danny Tiato back in the day who weren't really earning that much. We had like the days of Joey Bart and stuff like that. Those kind of guys were really on low fun. I was at the end of Sean Goda's time, but we were on low money. And then you see the progression from about 2007, because 2007 we were originally brought over by the Thai. We were originally brought over by Thai. I can't think of his actual, how to pronounce his name. But then we got bought over, obviously, eventually by the Saudis. But, it's difficult to see what it has changed into. I was very young when we were a shit team. I was very young, so I didn't really appreciate what we have in comparison, because, once we started getting bought over and stuff, I was still basically in my teens. But yeah, it is tough to see the difference of football right now in regards to the changing of the guard, and that teams can't be successful anymore unless you have a massive buyover. And that's why Newcastle should sue to absolute shit the Premier League for stopping that, basically, that buyover come through. The Grey 7 says, those City days were mint. Losing 8-1 to Middlesbrough and, 3-1 to Derby were not the greatest of days. They were not. I remember losing 2-0 to AFC Wimbledon back in, I think it was 2004 or 2005, one of my first years watching the team. And I tell you what, they weren't the days for a young 11-year-old to be getting up at all hours in the morning to watch losing by significant amounts to these shithouse damn well teams. Shannon Humphrey says Melbourne City should win. They should, but in the same sense. They're not looking that great right now. Football State says skill is a huge part of it. Player is not good enough for the Prem, then he is not. Well, yeah, it is. You're not wrong, but in the same sense, you put a lot of money into the reason. What I'm saying is that too much money goes into potential. I hate the word potential. I hate the word potential. The word potential is the worst word in the history of sport ever. Why? Because especially in football and European football, you spend like 50 million euros. You spend 50 million euros on some 21-year-old star coming out of bloody, Croatia, and he turns out to be some shit kicker because he can't handle the next stage because of potential. You know what I mean? Like, that's where money ruins the game. That's where money ruins the game. And then from then on, his price is always inflated. Even if he becomes shit, his price is still well and truly inflated what he actually probably is worth. And then it just has a rolling effect on all these other teams. That's what I'm referring to. Ardtag Dracon says, yes, I agree, but like if you are all skill, no money. Yeah, fair enough. Business partner says over 2.5 full-time 1. Well, I'll try to tell you guys. By the way, guys, if you don't know this, I do have a membership on the channel. It's only $5 a month. It's nothing really, but you guys don't have to do it if you don't want to. But I put out all my tips. The tips were coming out on Thursday for all different sports. So if you do want my tips and stuff like that before they come out, then yeah, it's there. And also we've got live streams that'll be, specifically one live stream per month that'll be for members and stuff like that. So yeah, and also I'll be giving away 2 tickets. So from the month of March, we're giving away 2 tickets to a random person who's a member to any game of their choice, as long as it's not finals or anything like that, but like in that month. Gray 7 says, all banter aside, what do you think about the City-Liverpool game this weekend, Blaze? I'm excited for it. I think we're the better team, though. I think City is just simply the better team. So it'll be tight, though. It probably will end in a draw. Even though we're the better team, we'll still end in a draw. Tag Dracon says, do you watch NFL? We will be doing the Super Bowl on Monday. Yep, we will be doing the Super Bowl on Monday. Masood Rana says, halftime result. It's right there, 2-1. It's halftime right now. It's 2-1 to Melbourne City at halftime. So there was the Melbourne City went up 2-0. I think it was 21st minute and 26th minute or something, 21st and 27th minute. And then the Mariners scored about 40 minutes or 41 minutes or so just before halftime and got back into the game here. Artag Dracon says, who do you support? In the NFL, man, I'm a Detroit Lions fan, unfortunately, bro. Unfortunately, I'm a Detroit Lions fan. I'm a big, supporter of all Chicago teams because I love the city of Chicago. I went to Chicago and fell in love with the Cubbies. But unfortunately, I was a Detroit Lions fan before I went to Chicago, so I didn't get to become a Bears fan. I guess it's kind of tit for tat when it comes to those 2 teams, though. But yeah, no. But then again, we absolutely robbed the Rams for Jared Goff and 2 first-round picks, which is brilliant. Which is brilliant. But then again, I love Matty Stafford, so it's gonna suck to not see him there. That's tough. No, really, man. No, well, it is, but in the same sense, like I don't like supporting teams that are good. I've actually come to this realization. I don't really like. I like when it gets to the point. I get it. I love it. And it's great to see my Gold Coast Titans becoming successful. Well, hopefully becoming successful. Sorry, I'm getting a little bit too ahead of myself. It looks good for the Gold Coast Titans going forward with the amount of signings they've made and stuff like that. And I've supported this team through the absolute shittest of shits. You know what I mean? So I'm excited to see what happens, and it'll be awesome. But in the same sense, I also love those days of being shit. Like Manchester City right now as well. It's very difficult every single morning to get up at 2 a.m. or 4 a.m. or stay up till 12 to watch a game. I watch all the games, but it is very difficult to get up knowing that we're more than likely going to win. I really liked it when I didn't know really what the result was or didn't expect a result. I really liked it when we were a team where you probably would lose, and if we did win, the feeling was amazing. You know what I mean? Like, the feeling was something you just didn't expect. It was just like, holy shit, we just beat United at Old Trafford 3-1. We're shit house. They're bloody winning the Premier League. They're winning the Champions League. We just beat them 3-1 at their own home. They were the days of real, happiness and surprise. But now it's like, I expect to win. I expect it. So, it makes a difference. So if we win, I'm like, oh yeah, good. Shit, yeah. We're the best team. But if we lose, I'm like, I feel like horrible. You know what I mean? If we lost in the games beforehand, it was like, whatever. It is what it is, as long as we don't get relegated. Ardtag Dracon says, it honestly sucks being a Pats fan because everyone says I'm a bandwagon, even though I'm a Pats fan through everything. How old are you? I'll tell you if you've been through everything. If you're younger than 20, then you support it because Tom Brady. So that's not really... Like, you can prove it. The thing is that it's difficult for you because you'll go through a time now where the Pats won't be that great. I don't think the Pats are going to be that good for a while now. You're going to go through a time where it's going to be very difficult because you're so used to success, and now you're about to go into a time where you're not going to be successful. So that's all you're used to. So what I'm saying is no one's ever going to think you're not a bandwagoner. You know, you can support them through the shit now, but you started supporting them because they were good. It's why you'll be called a bandwagoner. But that's, man, who gives a shit what people think, bro? Like, that's all you need to know. But like with this channel, man, I tell everyone, like, who gives an absolute shit? You know, everyone has haters. You know, everyone has people talking shit. Who cares? Do you? I do me. I do me. Reese there says, I wanted to do my own streams. What app or download? Ask me on Instagram, mate. Luca Jones says, who's better, KDB or Bruno? KDB? KDB! Stop it. Stop it. Danny Arif says 2-2 Honda Jazz Yo. Honda Jazz Yo? Sounds like a bloody ad we're doing here. Sounds like an ad. Guys, it is half time right now. It is 2-1. Smack a thumbs up button if you haven't already. Subscribe if you are new around here. Like I said, we do every single A-League game. And we do NBL. NRL's coming back soon very much as well. Tag Dracon says, that's very true. I've got a cousin that I got into the Patriots, and it's funny because he's 16 and gets shit because his favorite is Edelman. Edelman. All right. Edelman. All right. Edelman's his favorite. Not some of the other guys. Edelman. Okay. Like, Edelman obviously was basically the only reason why you guys were able to come back against the Atlanta Falcons, because that was an unbelievable catch the other year. I'm looking forward to the Super Bowl on Monday, though. I will be streaming it. Denny Arif says 2-2. Shit, man. I don't know if you should tell that around Melbourne City fans, because Melbourne City fans won't like that one. And they are not going to like you when you say that one, because they should not be letting this one get to 2-2. The Grey 7 says the next game is Adelaide Glory on Friday, right? Yeah, so tomorrow is Brisbane Bullets. I'm doing an NBL stream, and I'm doing my Chicago Bulls tomorrow during the day. And tomorrow night is Bulls versus Knicks. And tomorrow night's Bulls versus Taipans, maybe, or Bulls versus somebody's. Not Bulls. Brisbane Bullets. So that's going to be tomorrow night. And then obviously on Friday, yes, we're going to do Perth Wildcats later on in the night. But first up is Perth Glory and Adelaide, I believe it is, yeah. Chandra Shakar says, who will win today? I'm saying Melbourne City. But people are saying draw. I'm taking Melbourne City still. Luca Jones says, are you Fijian because didn't go to visit your family and then couldn't come home? I knew I wasn't being able to come home. I just didn't realize how long until I could get home, until I could get back to Australia. I didn't realize the length of time. I am not Fijian, but my daughter is Rutuman, and my mum obviously lives over there in Fiji for the time being until she can get home. Danny Aris says Master Football. Buddy, there you go. Master Football. RC Boss says Central Coast 1, Melbourne City 3. I can see. Oh, second half is about to get started here, guys. Second half about to get started. So, like I said, smack that subscribe button and also hit the thumbs up button. But here we go. Mariners, get us back underway here. Let us know your score predictions in the chat, guys. I'm going to go with 4-1. I'm going to go 4-1. Yeah, I'm going to say Melbourne City scored 2 more goals here. If they prove me wrong here, Mariners, then great. But I'm going to say that City... No, you know, I'm actually going to say there's more goals than this. I'm going to say 4-2. I'm going to say 4-2. I think the Mariners can still score a goal, to be honest with you. And this has not been a good game for defense. Not been a good game for defense. And I honestly think that... City can still score 2 more. McLaren. And the other one will come from... I hope it's Matty Simon, to be honest with you. I hope it comes from Matty Simon. But I don't know how long he's going to last. I think they'll bring on a Luke Wall soon-ish. Because they want to obviously they'll firstly want to give him a clap. You know, Matty Simon a clap. And also for his 200th game. And secondly, you know, they'll have to bring on somebody who's a little bit faster. Then again, Luke Wall's not exactly the guy when you think about when it comes to pace. But a bit more freshness, I guess. A bit more freshness. Demand Royale says 3-1 Melbourne City McLaren, I reckon, will score. I've got McLaren to score 2 more. To be honest with you. That's going to be a goal kick here from Central Coast Mariners. I think, yeah, I'm going 4-2. I'm honestly going 4-2. I think that Mariners definitely will score another one, though. Yeah. 3-1 Melbourne City. McLaren, that's right. 5-1 Melbourne City. 5-1. 5-1's difficult. That's 3 goals and giving Mariners no goals. Considering that City's defense isn't that great, I really think they'll get 1, but 5-1's a big scoreline there, man. 5-1's a big scoreline. So 46 minutes gone here, guys. And it is 2-1. Luca Jones says, United fans are the worst in the world. They won't shut up about Bruno. They honestly think they'll win the league, but they lost Sheffield. Lost to Sheffield. 2 games behind, 2 games in front. 5 goals behind on goal difference. And they're not even, I don't even think they're second right now. I think Liverpool, with their 2 games in hand, can jump them, can't they? Or game in hand? 2 games or 1 game in hand? I'm not too sure, actually. Shashank Champ says, who going to win according to you, bro? I think Melbourne City, but it's tough right now. All chance here for Matt Simon. No, that's going to be saved there by Glover. Glover. Oh, Glover. That was a good save. Good run out there. So Matty Simon couldn't get on top of that. I'm going Melbourne City, and I'm saying 4-2. The Great Seven says, my predictions are if City don't score early and Central Coast Mariners are close to getting something, at least 3 or more cards. Apart from that, you're really above these on these cards, aren't you? You're the one who said the cards before, right? You're really on these cards. 2 or more goals in the game. Shashank says, I put money on Melbourne City on very low odds. Jeez. How low? As in, like, how low? Like $1.10, $1.20? What? When they were up 2-0? If they were on 2-0, that would have been like $1.01. But if you look at 2-0, it would have been comfortable to put them on, but obviously, what we know now, it's not comfortable at all. Oh, when it was 1-1, 1-1, is that $1.10? What is that? 1-1, or is that? How much is that? So how much do you win from your bet? So Mariners here with the ball. No, it's gonna be headed back straight to Glover, and Glover will get that one, and he's gonna boot this little bad boy all the way away. These are odds. 1.1. I'm not too sure what that means. Alright, because usually, like, for us, it's like, well, in Australia, I'm not sure what those are. That could be in Australia, I'm not sure, but for me, usually it's like $1.10 or $1.20, you know what I mean? Like, so if you put $10 on, you get, what, like $1, $2 on that? Daniel Riff says, draw, don't think so. I don't think so. I think somebody will win at this game. I think somebody will win at this game, my friend. I think no matter what, we have somebody who's going to take this game and take the win. So Melbourne City here is going to move down the right-hand side, back into the middle. They've really not utilised their wings today. They've really driven through the centre, to be honest with you. The Great 7 says, 1-1 means if you bet 100, you get 110, profit of only 10. Oh, okay. Oh, so $1.10, basically. So $1.10, pretty much. Yeah. Okay, now I get it. All right, so Melbourne City here, moving down the left-hand side. I wonder what games are on this weekend, actually. I want to see what games I'm excited for. Oh, that's going to be a free kick. It will be a free kick here. Sabaki hasn't been as impactful as he was against the Perth Glory. He hasn't been as impactful. But in the same sense, a nice little player. Oh, he's on loan from Yokohama. Oh, there you go. I didn't know that. That's cool. Daniel Carson's mine were $2.40 because I bet for the half-time win. Oh, good. There you go. Oh, okay. So 2.4 means $2.40. Yeah, okay. I get you. All right, Melbourne City with a chance. No, good defense there. Very good defense there from the Mariners, and they will get this one away. They're going to move on the right-hand side here. Casella, be quick. Sabaki's going to chase him down. No, and that's going to be defended there by Melbourne City. Yep, it will be defended by Melbourne City. Luca Jones says, will they be a tips video for the Six Nation? No, there won't be a tips video for members. There will be tips for the video for the Six Nations. For members, there'll be a tips post for the Six Nations. But no, I don't have I have so much going on this channel right now in regards to my daily schedule that I can't put tips videos on the channel anymore. So that's why I put it for members only. Which will come out before every games. Jackson Percival says, I bet both teams to score in the first half and Melbourne City to win like $1.10 odds looking alright. So, I bet both teams to score in the first half and bet Melbourne City to win at like $1.10 odds. Oh, jeez, Mariners nearly scored there. How was that only $1.10 before? Was that before the game? Or, you bet that in the first half? You bet that in the first half, didn't you? Joe Jiang says, what's the fixture for A-League tomorrow? There's no A-League game tomorrow. The next game is on Friday night, which we will be streaming, obviously. How's that only $1.10? Did you bet on both teams to score when they both had already scored? I think Melbourne City are really just settling down here. I can tell you right now, this 2-1 hasn't been impressive, though. They've been the better team, but you could make an argument for the Mariners deserving of at least a draw. You could definitely. No, $1 wins 10, I meant. Oh, okay, so, 10-1. Okay, so 10-1 odds. Yeah, okay, that's big. Oh, wow, that's big. Yeah, that's good. I hope you win, man. And right now, it's looking the goods, but, like I said, I think they'll still score a couple more in the second half. It's only been 6 minutes. Only been the 6 of the minutes. Daniel Carnes, I think you mean 10-1. Yeah, he means 10-1. It's 10-1. All right, so Ruin Tongik there will give away the free kick, and it will be Melbourne City here with this ball on the left-hand side. No, it goes back out of the right-hand side here. So the thing is that like this year, I just don't even know how to explain a substitution in regards to Melbourne City. Like, who do they bring on that changes this team? Their play style is just so. It's so attempted Manchester City, it's not funny. Like, truly, it's so attempted Manchester City, it's not funny. But obviously, it's a poor option of it. They just don't attack enough. And they've got the attackers. Oh, that's a bad tackle. That's a yellow card. That's going to be a yellow card here. That's going to be a yellow card for Casella. It will be a yellow card there for Casella. Joey says, Blaze, when are you getting out of quarantine? Next Wednesday, mate. Next Wednesday. Jackson Percival says, yeah, it still could be a draw, though. It could be. It definitely could be. I'm tipping Melbourne City to win this one, but, you know, the way the Mariners have been playing, it wouldn't surprise me. But I think that even if Mariners score next, I think that that Melbourne City will score just like Wellington did in the game on the weekend. I think even if the Mariners score next, Melbourne City will score just like Wellington did. Because the Mariners don't know how to close out games. They closed out a game against the Jets. Congratulations. Oh, here we go. Sabaki here. Sabaki in the box. Sabaki in the box. Oh, my God. Unlucky. It went straight to a Mariners defender. Oh, wow. That's a bad pass from Melbourne City. So it'll be a throw in here for the Mariners. Mariners don't know how to close games. Like, they closed out a game against Newcastle Jets. Congratulations. It's the Jets. They beat Macarthur 2-0, didn't look great. They beat Sydney FC 2-0, but that's not closing out because they're already up by 2 goals. So closing out is when you're up by 1 goal and not obviously conceding to make it a draw. And then they, obviously when they weren't already up by 2 goals, they conceded that goal against the Wanderers to lose that 1-0. So Genotta's going to come on here for Kowal. I told you Kowal was coming on soon. I thought it was going to come on for Simon, though. A Grey 7 says, Central Coast Mariners need to bring Ibrahimovic for Matty Simon. No one in this league can afford Ibrahimovic. He is worth more than the league. Urena will come off here for Ballard. Yeah, Joey says, Blaze, are you paying for good hotel internet? No, mate. It's all included in the quarantine. You guys will see everything about quarantine in not next Monday, but the Monday afterwards. Well, because I've been vlogging it, so people can understand a lot more about hotel quarantine and what happens here on BKR Travel. Not on BKR Sport, on BKR Travel. Chance here. Oh, wow. Oh, wow, that's dangerous. Oh, wow, that's dangerous for here. Oh, wow, the Mariners here with a chance. And no, that's going to be headed away there and booted away there by Melbourne City. Khalil Kate's name, mate. Ella, mate. Are we on 60 likes yet? Hold on, let me have a look. We are currently on 51 likes, guys. Go and smash that thumbs up button if you haven't already. We're on 51 likes. Let's get to 60 Aruno. So 55 minutes gone. And Mariners moving out of their defense again. Oh, that's a great play there by De Silva. That's going to be Aluk Wall straight on and nearly into the fray. But unfortunately, just can't get that one. It will be a throw-in here. Will be a throw-in. But geez, Kowal comes in straight away and nearly got a goal. If he could have got on top of that, that would have been... he could have cut back and probably got a one-on-one option. So a bit this one down the right-hand side, Melbourne City. Oh, good little play there. Breaking news, the NRL return of controversials. Oh, wait. Oh, okay, Folau's been said no. They said no to Folau. They said no to Folau. Jackson Percival says, what do you use to watch A-League? KO, man. I watched it on KO. So I got back to Australia last Wednesday, so now I'm able to watch on KO. If I wasn't in Australia, when I was in Fiji, I was watching it on MyFootball on YouTube. Chance here. Oh, that's a penalty. I think that's a penalty. That's a penalty. Mariners get a penalty. It's going to be 2-2. It's a penalty, Mariners. It is a penalty to Central Coast Mariners. Matt Simon's been put in the bat. Give it to Simon, please. Give it to Simon. This is a penalty, and this should be a goal here to tie the game up at 2-2. This should be a goal here to make it 2-2. Feed Me More says red card. No. Please give this to Simon. You can't get a red card and a penalty in the box anymore, I don't believe. But that's going to be a penalty here. And, wow. I just think he forgets to hit the brakes there. Yeah, wow. Patrick Nance says, give it to Simon. Come on. Daniel Carnes' keeper going to save it. I don't know. Come on, Simon. What did I say? I said Simon would score a goal. I said 4-2, so this could still work. But I said Simon would score a goal here. And it's looking like he's about to score one here. Penalty. Wait, just wait for him to do it. Oh, it'd suck if he missed this. It would really suck if he missed this. He's going to do it, and it's a goal! Matty Simon. They come back from 2-0 down. It is 2-2. 57 minutes gone. And the Mariners have equalised. They were down 2-0, lads. They were down 2-0. They were down 2-0. Melbourne City, holy shit, bro. This is not acceptable for you guys. This is not acceptable for Melbourne City at all. Good on you, Matty Simon, though. Like, what a bloke. What a player. You know, he's had a shift here for the Mariners in his career, and you know, you could, like, as much as you hate to love him and love to hate him, he deserves this, and good on him. He puts his heart and soul on the line for this team and this club, and you really got to appreciate it when it happens. But holy wow, that is such a bad. And Atkinson comes on, and Atkinson gives that away too, by the way. Paddock says, got to love Simon, 200th game for Central Coast Mariners, and gets a goal. Yeah, exactly right. Yeah, exactly. That's what I've been saying for the last few moments here. It's just been unbelievable. You know, as much as you love to hate him and hate to love him, you know, he's a fantastic bloody servant for that team. And you got to appreciate it. Got to appreciate it. Danny says under. What do you mean under? There's already been 4 goals scored, mate. There's already been 4 goals scored in the game. What do you mean under? What do you mean under, mate? There's already been 4 goals scored in the damn well game. Under? Under what? Under 50? Shit, man. All right, so 2-2 here. 59 minutes gone. But I don't know where City go from here, lads. I don't know where City go from here. They just, you know, they don't look the goods right now, lads. They don't look the goods. The Great 7 says, imagine a team of 11 Matty Simons. Gotta love him. The guy says, the amount of memes there would have been if he missed that. Yeah, I know, mate. A-League memes would have been all over that. They'd have been all over that. They'd have been all over that. Ruined Tongi there. Good defense. I don't know how to call this game anymore. Oh, Koal's here. Koal's away. Oh, that's a yellow card. That's a yellow card for holding him back. That's a yellow card. That's got to be a yellow card. That's got to be a yellow card. Mariners are coming strong here. Mariners are coming very strong here. That's giving me a yellow card. That's a red. That's a second red. That's red. That's a red card. Stokes got the second yellow. It's a red card for Melbourne City. It's all coming down. It's all coming down here for Melbourne City. It's all coming down here for Melbourne City. That's a red card for Stokes. And I can't believe that. On a yellow card, why would you do that? Why would you make that tackle? Why would you make that tackle on a yellow card, mate? Why would you make that tackle on a yellow card? Are you a moron? There is no excuse for Karen Stokes there. Paygates and City have lost control. They've lost the plot, mate. City have lost the plot, mate. City have lost the plot. Why are you making a tackle like that when you're already on a yellow card, you dickhead? Like, are you serious? You've just given up a goal. All you need to do right now is maintain composure and maintain some possession. Slow the play down and don't let the team score again in the next 5 minutes. And your thought process is to go and get a second yellow and get a red card. They've just thrown their team in the shit, son. He's just thrown his team in the absolute shit. Giving up a goal is okay. It's acceptable. There's still 30 minutes to go in the game. But giving up a red card, dickhead. Like, honestly, you'd be fuming. You'd be fuming if you're buddy Kisnorbo. Or just a City fan in general. Mariners here from outside the box. He's going to whip it in. And that's going to be whipped away there from the... that's over the top. That's for a goal kick. Wowee. Hi X says, he looks like he has a chip on his shoulder. Tell you what, man. Female Paddy Kisnorbo. Oh, it's actually a corner, by the way. It's not even a goal kick. It's a corner. It worked out here. Alrighty, here we go. 61 minutes gone here. Mariners here. Get the ball inside the box. Oh my god, if they get a goal here, that place will lift a roof that is non-existent. There is no roof at Central Coast Mariners Stadium, but they'll lift the roof regardless. They'll lift the stand roof. How about that? They'll lift that one. So Mariners here with the ball out on the edge, and that's going to go straight to the keeper here. Oh, no, wow. Oh, wow. No, that's... please, fans in the stadium. They're trying to call like that was a penalty on Casella. Get off it. Get up, dude. Please get up. For the love of God, don't waste our time. Oh, get up, Casella. Don't waste our time. Atkinson's done nothing wrong there. What do you mean VAR? Mariners, are you stupid? What are you talking about VAR, Mariners fans? What the shit, lads? Shut up in the crowd. calling VAR on that. Atkinson did nothing wrong. Chanting VAR, dickheads. Gray 7 says, remember I insisted with a prediction on cards, guys? What do you mean? Prediction on what? Prediction on what? So, Berenguer is going to come out here for Mills. Mills will come on here for Berenguer. Alrighty. Well, let's see if he can do something here, because I haven't been impressed with Patrick Kisnorbo's substitutions since he's been coach of Melbourne City. Since he's been the manager of Melbourne City, I've never really appreciated the substitutions that Kisnorbo makes. I don't really understand it, but hopefully he can do something here. So 63 minutes gone here, and they're going to whip this ball down the left-hand side here, and that's going to be straight up taken here by Birighitti. No. Oh, goal kick? No, it's going to be goal kick. Yep. Will be goal kick here. Patrick Nance says, have you seen any of the videos of the Mariners mascot Marvin? Yeah, the donation thing. So whenever someone donates, the Marvin comes up in these Mariners games. Yeah, I know, buddy Marvin. Yeah, buddy, get around Marvin. Get around the sauce bottles too, mate. This is Alec Mills' A-League debut, by the way, for Melbourne City. This is Alec Mills. He's going to be marking up on Matty Simon. What a bloody player to come into to mark up on in your debut. Unbelievable. Oh, Clisby. Oh, that's a free kick. Oh, that's a free kick. Yeah, that's a free kick. Wow, that would have hurt too. It will be a yellow card here. It will be a yellow card, Melbourne City. They've lost control. They've lost the plot. They've lost the plot. They've lost the plot. They've lost the plot. Joey says, why Central Coast first? I thought they were a crap side. No, not really, mate. Brisbane Roar are 3 games behind them now. And what? 3 points behind. Actually, no. They're 1 point behind, sorry. Brisbane Roar are 3 games behind them, bro. 3 games behind them and 1 point behind. Central Coast Mariners are not first. This is why you guys need to watch my power rankings. Guys, Mariners aren't first. Come on, lads. It's not that hard to understand. So Mariners here with the ball outside the box. Going to leave it across here. And they're still going to be below. They're still going to be below. Sydney FC, probably. Wanderers, probably. No, Wanderers will play the same amount of games as them. Well, if they draw this game, then Wanderers, because Wanderers will probably win their next game. They've played two, three more games more than everybody else, man. Like, come on, bros. Curtis, what happened to no chanting, shouting at games? BH, like he says, imagine being the one person that just... Yeah, I know. R-Tag says, the whole league messed up, though. It's everywhere. You have to wait until, like, the last 2-3 weeks, in my opinion. Oh, no, you have to wait until... I think I've changed it from 5 to 10 weeks now. I think I've changed it from 5 to 10. Oh, it's going to be cleared away here by Melbourne City, though. 25 minutes to go here, guys. Don't forget, smack the thumbs up button if you haven't already, and subscribe if you're new around here. Patrick Nance says, as a Mariners fan, I agree with you. Don't know why some of our fans are attacking you for telling the truth. Well, they're not. They're not attacking. Brisbane Roar, Man City. Oh, City, easy. They're not attacking me. They're just confused. They don't understand what I'm saying. That's why I honestly encourage people to watch my power rankings every Wednesday. It explains the league in its entirety. The pinned comments over there. Because Central Coast Mariners, if they win this game or draw this game, they go technically top of the table. They are not top of the table. They are 2 games ahead of Sydney and 3 games ahead of Brisbane. No, 2 games ahead of Brisbane Roar and 2 games ahead of Sydney, I think. Or 3 games ahead of Brisbane Roar and Sydney. This is their 7th game, isn't it? Or is it their 6th game? Is this their 5th or 6th game? 6th or 7th game. Phoebe Moore says, Roar is low-key about to win the league with a Toyota attack. I don't think we win the league, man, but I'm impressed that we're even in the playoffs, to be honest with you. I didn't have us for the playoffs before the season started, so I'm happy with it. I'm happy with it, but in the same sense, you're bloody spot on there, champion. Owen Foley says, just tuned in. Who do you see winning this game? From here on out, probably Mariners, because it's a red card, Melbourne City, and Melbourne City were up 2-0 in this game too, FYI. Melbourne City were up 2-0. They now have a red card, and it is 2-2. And Mariners were the better team, even when it was full 11-on-11. He's onside here for Melbourne City, though. He's onside. They're going to whip it in from the corner. No, gets it back here to the edge. Gets it back to the edge. Chance here. Oh, brother, no. You don't pass it back out of the wing there. You don't pass it back out of the wing there. Oh, no, bro. Oh, bro. That's some painful-ass shit, boy. That's some painful-ass shit there from Melbourne City. Wowee. Tanush says, okay, see, I'm doing too well right now. Yeah, talking about that in an NBA stream, I meant. But I've been trying to tell you about OKC for a long time. You won't listen to me. You never listen to me. Then try and tell me about OKC. Great 7 says, do you think Kiss Norbo will keep his job for the rest of the season? Probably not, mate. I think that he's got to be the guy that doesn't work with his team. He's got to be the guy that's having a problem with his teammates and, he's not responding to any of their messages and stuff like that. He's got to be that guy. It just doesn't make sense how this team is playing this year. Like, have you heard the name McLaren in this second half so far? No. I haven't heard anything. I haven't heard anything from him. Owen Foley says, Dylan Wenzel-Hall's what a player. What a bloody man. What a man. What a bloody bloke, son. Buddy Dylan Wenzel-Hall's. I don't really believe in him too much, but in the same sense, I will take his performances this year to the bank, son. I will take his form this year to the absolute bank. Fraltini says, Wave, you love your fans. Are you talking to me or are you talking to somebody else? If you're talking to me, hello, mate. But 68 minutes gone here, and City are going to move forward here down the right-hand side. Back in the middle. And I think for them, they still need to win. Like, a draw is not acceptable for them right now. Even at this stage, even with a red card, they're still not acceptable for them. It's still not acceptable for them. Our tag says, hey, Mariners getting anything better than wooden spoon is good. I think anything... Well, no. I'd say anything above 8th is good. I think anything from 9th to spoon is still a terrible season. So I think that they're probably good for an 8th. I think which is still a decent season considering. I just don't think they're better than a lot of these other teams that are in the league. Like, I think that they're fine. Surely Melbourne City get it together. Surely West United get it together. Surely MacArthur get it together. Though they haven't looked great, surely they get it together. They have to. They have to, surely. Tanushka Kakar says, I want Central Coast to beat Melbourne City. It's a very close game. Are you a Melbourne Victory fan, are you? So, 69 minutes gone here. 2-2 with a red card in Melbourne City. Hit that thumbs up button if you haven't already. Subscribe if you're new around here. Great 7 says, who will be last this season in the A-League? I think Victory. I personally think Victory. Yeah, I'm going to go with Victory. I think the Jets are good enough to not finish last. I think that's a shock for Victory fans, but, can you really argue it from what we've seen so far this season? Vanareth Vence, it could be 2-2. It could be. I don't see it, though. I don't see it. It could be, but for me, I think it's probably going to be a win for somebody. I think it will be a win for somebody. Tag Dracon says, I hate being a Wellington and Mariners fan. What do you mean Wellington and Mariners? But you meant 2 teams. There's only 12 teams in this league. How do people keep... You're not the only one. There's so many people who keep saying, like, I support this team and this team. It's like, well, there's only 12 teams in this league. Like, how do you support 2 teams? It's only 12 teams. And before this year, you're Wellington and Mariners. So you've been... Even when there was 10 teams in the league, you're a 2-team man. What's going on here? What's the go here, mate? Bryson City bowling it. Yeah, they are, 100%. They're up 2-0, mate. And they've got a red card now. Tanushka Kakar says, no, I don't go for Victory. Central Coast is the best. Oh, you go for Central Coast? Are you from Melbourne? Why are you going Central Coast? Go for whoever you want, man. Like, that's fine. But, like, why do you go for Central Coast? Like, that's a random team, especially considering they've been so shit for so long. Like, Central Coast are like the Gold Coast Titans. Like, unless you're from the area, you don't go for that team. It might change now, I guess, but Mariners are still pretty average, man. But they're better than I expected. I will admit that. They are better than I expected, but they're still pretty average. All right. Oh, Tsubaki here. Oh, goes. It deflects on target, but obviously it will be easily saved there by Bergetti. Tanushka says, yes, PKR, but I also go for the Cowboys. Yeah, but Cowboys make sense because at least they were good at one stage. Mariners, like, you're only pretty young, I remember, aren't you? How old are you? I think because you wouldn't have really been watching A-League when the Mariners were good. They've been shit for a very long time, which is why I'm like, why would you go for a team that's shit and a place you're not from? Yeah. All right, so it's gonna be then again. You go for Chelsea. I was going to say you go for United. But 71.5 minutes gone here, and Melbourne City, they still need to get a win out of this. They were up 2-0. This will be 100% a loss if they draw this. This is 100% a loss here for Melbourne City if they draw this game. 13, turning 14 in 7 months. Well, there you go. Okay, so, yeah, you would... yeah, well, actually, the last time that Mariners were good, geez, you would have been like 4 years old. Like, you would have been like 4 or 5 years old the last time the Mariners were good. The last time Mariners were good, you were about 3 or 4 years old, Tanush. So that's why it confuses me why you go for a team that's been shit for so long and you haven't, like, you're from Victoria. Brian says Central Coast Mariners were good in Raw era and won a title after 3-peat, didn't they? Well, yeah. Did they win in 30-14? Did they win in 13-14? No. No, that was Raw. I can't remember. When did Mariners win? I know we beat them obviously in the grand final in 2011-12. When did Mariners win last? No, it was before that 2011 one, wasn't it? I don't think they've won in the last decade. Sabaki here with a chance outside the box. He's going to whip this one across. Too long ago is the answer. Yeah, you're 100% right there, Artag. 100% right. Well, unfortunately, Tanush, you chose the wrong team, man. But, good luck to you. But unfortunately, you chose a pretty bad team, bro. You. To be fair, at least no one's going to call you a bandwagoner because you chose to support them when they were last every single year. To be fair, Oscar Berg says 12-13 Wanderers in there, beat Wanderers in their inaugural season. Yeah, that's right. Jeremiah Pachiocco. Oh, yeah, okay, fair enough. Yeah. Was that 2-0? I think it was 2-0. Jeremiah Pachiocco says Mariners were very good in the early 2010s and will still have some fans in Northern Sydney and Newcastle. Oh, yeah, of course. I'm not insulting their fan base, but there will be a lot of bandwagoners who come out this season who say they've been there through the tough times. I spoke about this with Jas when we did a stream the other day. Every team has it, though. Patrick Nancy, we won the 2013 grand final. 2-0. There you go, see? I buddy got it spot on, too. I said 2-0. I was buddy thinking, son. I'm buddy thinking. Look at me go. Buddy, you don't pay me to think. What can't you do? So Mariners here with the ball. 16 minutes left here. Still 2-2. Brian says, you tripping. Mariners were good from like 2010 to 2013, I think. Yes, so like 8-9 years ago, right? What do you mean? I literally said that. I said in the last decade they haven't been good. I guess at the end of that decade they were good, but besides that, they've been last basically every year is what I'm saying. Mariners here going to whip it in. Oh my God, that could have been a goal there for Mariners, but it won't be. It will be a corner. It will be a corner. Yeah, the last time that Mariners were relevant was 12-13. Or even arguably 13-14, but after that it's been all downhill. Nah, it's 12-13. Great 7 says, is Naboot still recovering from his pulled hamstring at the start of the season? I'm not sure what's going on with Naboot. Owen Foley says, what team in the A-League do you think played the best football, most attractive? Right now? Oof. It's tough, not many. There's going to be substitution here for Mariners, by the way. De Silva's going to come out here for the Mariners, and Bowman's Casella's going to come off here. Sorry for Bowman. The most attractive football right now. Hold on, let me watch this corner first. So corner here for the Mariners from the left hand side here. 15 minutes to go here. They whip the ball in over the top, and chance! Oh, chance! Oh, chance! He's offside. He's offside. Oh, well, no, he's onside. Oh, he's still going here for the Mariners. Oh my God, this is insane. This is actually insane. That's going to be a goal kick. This is insane. That was a good chance at the Mariners there. That was a great chance at the Mariners there. Brian's Mariners Premier 11-12. Incorrect, my friend. Do you know why I know that's incorrect? Because I watched a game where my team won in 11-12. The Mariners were not the Premiers in 11-12. All right, so Ardtag says, oh yeah, to explain why I support two teams because I was born in Wellington and grew up in Central Coast, so I supported them. Well, you have a soft spot, though. You don't have two teams. You have a soft spot. It's like me. Like, if Gold Coast had a team, I'd have a soft spot for them because I'm from the Gold Coast, but I've always been a Brisbane Roar fan. But we'd never say I support two teams. Like, there's got to be a team you prefer over the other, surely. Like, if Wellington played Central Coast, surely you've got to pick a team. All right. Brian says Mariners Premier 11-12. No. Ardtag says, yeah, true. Mariners have always been my mate. Well, there you go. So then, yeah, when people ask you, I'd probably suggest saying Wellington. Well, do what you want, man. But Wellington, soft spot, and Mariners obviously number one. But chance here from McLaren. McLaren here. And nope. Free kick here for Mariners. Marianne Douglas says, just join the stream. Surprised at the score. City not playing well. I'll be happy with a draw. That works in the Sky Blues. Well, Marianne, I'll give you something else that is that will be confusing for you. Melbourne City were up 2-0 in this game. And now they have a red card. But they got the red card after they conceded the 2 goals. Actually, no. Yeah, no. They got the red card after the 2 goals that were conceded. So it is 2-2. But, yeah, they were up 2-0. And, oh, that's going to be a free kick here for the Melbourne City in their own box. So 13 minutes left here, guys. It is 2-2. Brian says, you'd hate to have a punt on City for the win. Yeah, someone was saying they had both teams to score first half and City to win. Well, geez, you'd be fuming, lad. You'd be fuming. That's not a free kick, by the way. That's just to play on. Take Dracon says, we choked to 2-0. Exactly right. 2-0. And you mess it up 2-0. I know what the actual words are, but I'm not going to say it on this channel. Alrighty, so I think Melbourne City's about to make a substitution here. Do hold on for a point. I love how the commentators are saying, like, if Melbourne City can hold on for a point, they'll be happy with that. Are you joking, bro? Are you joking? If anyone thinks that Melbourne City should be happy with a draw being up 2-0, like, that will do me. That will do me. So Melbourne City with the ball on the edge. They need to win this game. Otherwise, this is an embarrassment. And that's going to be a corner here. Corner here for Melbourne City. Corner here, Melbourne City. So corner, Melbourne City. Bump, bump, bump. Corner here, Melbourne City. So corner here, Melbourne City. All right, 11 minutes left. Don't forget, guys, smack the thumbs up button. Subscribe if you're new around here. Patrick Nancy, I just saw the Qual waved at the City player who got sent off. Did he really? Well, Qual got knocked down, wasn't it? No. Was it Qual that got knocked down? No, I don't think it was Qual that got knocked down. I can't remember. Who did he foul? Who did he foul? Oh, that's going to be a goal kick. Wow, that was terrible. That was possibly one of the worst corners I have seen in a very long time. That was shocking. That was shocking. Alien Man's posted a clip of it. Well, fair enough, man. That was horrific. What was that? What was that? Grey 7 says, ever since Central Coast Mariners scored their first goal. Oh, Mariners here. Oh, it's a goal. It's 3-2. It's 3-2 Mariners. Oh my God, that's an incredible goal too. That is an absolute screamer of a goal. De Silva has scored. It's 3-2. It's 3-2 to the Mariners. It's 3-2 to the Mariners. With 10 minutes to go, that is a screamer of a goal. That is a screamer of a goal. That is an unbelievable goal there. Good steal. Cuts it down to Kowal. Kowal unfortunately can't do it. But, oh, look at that. That's an absolute crunch of a goal. It's 3-2 to Melbourne, to Central Coast Mariners. And De Silva says, good night, Irene. They were down 2-0 in this game, lads. 2-0 in this game. Pato Cat says, Kisnorbo needs to answer some questions now. Bro, I said, I think he is the guy. There's no way you could tell me he's not the guy they're talking about in Victoria who doesn't have a good relationship with his players. It doesn't make any sense to me how this team's playing right now. Melbourne City were up 2-0 and they lost. They're going to lose 3-2, more than likely, or 4-2 maybe. You know, they look terrible. They look terrible. They don't look like a team. It has to be Kisnorbo. It has to be Kisnorbo. I don't want to listen to anybody else. It has to be Kisnorbo. There's no way it's Rudan. There's no way victory. It has to be Kisnorbo at this point. Desani says, that guy from Africa is joining Western Sydney Wanderers. Good luck, mate. Good luck. Vanarath Van says, sad 3-2 now. Nah, buddy, good goal, but good goal there by the Mariners, and you got to appreciate the comeback. Yes, it's a red card, but it was a deserved red card because the guy's an idiot. A guy is dead set an idiot. So, Noon goes off here for Garuccio, by the way. And Sabaki goes off for Kolakovsky. Kisnorbo doesn't make any sense as a manager or a coach. He makes the worst substitutions at the worst times. Why are you bringing on 2 players now with 10 minutes to go? What is Kolakovsky and Garuccio going to do in the last 10 minutes to change this result? Huh? Like bringing on Atkinson for Sabaki at the 55th minute marker in the Perth game. Like, on what planet are these substitutions going to change the game in your favour? Hello? Like, Earth to anybody. Where on earth would this suit their issues? Like, if you're a City fan, you'd be fuming. Culture says, yo, how are you? Good, man. I'm feeling pumped. It's been a great game. Hard takes is what you said before, too. I did, but not for the team that's probably going to win it. Not for the team that is probably going to win it. But I did say there'd still be goals. Everyone kept telling me under 2.5. I said, nah, man, over 2.5. And I was saying 3-0 Melbourne City, but obviously they look diabolical, bro. Man, I'm happy for the Mariners, but I am. I'm happy with the Mariners. Like, they're not top of the table, but I'm happy for the Mariners. Hugh says 3-3. Nah, man. Nah. Melbourne City looks shithouse. It honestly should be 4-2, to be honest with you. If Mariners choke up a result again like they did against Wellington, like, that'd be infuriating for Mariners fans and would tell me so much about the team. But, you know, if I'm the Mariners, I'm just continuously attacking here. There's no way that you soak this play up. City have been playing like they've want to soak the game up the entire time. You know, they've tried to soak this up the entire game. So if you take it back and start defending, City will score. So for the Mariners, they just need to attack and play like they have been the whole game here. Brian says, we'll be 4-2 from here. Can't see 3-3. Yeah, I can't see a team with a red card who's basically been outplayed majority of the game because their team just is shit this year. Oh, it should be a goal here. No. Simon gets it over the top, though, for De Silva, but unfortunately just didn't go through for him. Marion Douglas says, is it a case of buckling under pressure? City haven't looked too bad so far this season. Disagree. I think City have looked bad this season. City got outplayed against the Brisbane Roar, won 1-0, but they got outplayed against the Brisbane Roar. Unfortunately, the Roar just didn't have the attack clicking at that point. That was the first game of the season. I guarantee if the Roar played them after that game, I'm pretty sure the Brisbane Roar probably win. They were the better team possession-wise. They had more attacks. They had more clinical attacks, and they just were better, but they couldn't get the win in the end. Then Melbourne City go and play Adelaide United. They were dominant with the ball for 70 minutes, but lost that game 2-0 because they gave away a red card. And from that red card, gave away the free kick. See you later. Adelaide win that one 2-0. And as we've seen, Adelaide aren't that great. And that showed a false showing of how Adelaide are as a team, right? So it gave them too much of a positive thought process on a team that isn't that good. So that's a big loss there. Especially looking now, that's a big loss. And then you go and you have a look at West United. They weren't good. They didn't play well against West United. They came back and won 2-1 in that one despite being down 1-0. Oh, chance, but they will be going over the goal kick from McLaren, who's done nothing in the second half, by the way. You know, they didn't look great against West United. Still came back to win 2-1 in that one, very late on. But, wow, it wasn't the greatest. Then, obviously, they played Perth Glory. They were diabolical. They didn't look like they had a team going at all. They don't look like they have a rhythm at any point of the field. Defense, midfield, corner here, though. Headed away by the Mariners. And cleared down to the left-hand side here. Melbourne City here. Hold on. Chance in here, inside. Chance here for Melbourne City. Oh, it's a goal. Oh, my God. That should have been a goal, but it actually hit. It was going for a goal kick. Literally this far outside the post there. It would have been 3-3. You know, so they got the 2-1 against the West United, but really it wasn't that great. Perth Glory, they lost 3-1. They look shithouse. And this game, they're going to lose 3-2 when they were up 2-0. There's no way that I would... Melbourne City will drop down my power rankings next week for sure. They look bad, bro. They look bad. They don't look great. Colin Tripp says, who's better this season at the moment? Victory or Melbourne City? Victory coming last, bro. Victory coming last, my dude. They will come last. Dracon says, who in your opinion is the cleanest and the dirtiest team in the A-League? Dirtiest is Mariners, but that's because of their history. Not necessarily this year. I'd probably say this year it'd probably be Western United. But cleanest right now, I don't think there's too much of a problem with Brisbane Roar, I guess, in regards to cleanest. I don't think there's too much dangerous play going on there. Dirtiest right now, I think I said West United. But cleanest overall, I think Brisbane Roar have a pretty good... Besides Barisha and his dive, I think Brisbane still have a relatively decent reputation for not being dirty, is what I'd say. Grey 7 says, we're all talking about Kids Norbo, but honestly, props to Alan Stajic and the work he's done with the Mariners. Yes, this has been a good result. Here. Just like the Sydney FC, this has been a good result here. They haven't had many great results, in my opinion, this year, but this has been a really good result here, in my opinion. And that's going to be... They really just need to close this one out, though. Like I said, they don't know how to close games out, so they've really got to learn to close it out here. Gary Boo Games says, Melbourne City are dirty. They have had 3 reds this season. Yeah, so them and West United. West United have given away They've been quite dirty in regards to the gameplay, but in the same sense, they haven't given us many reds. Look, Melbourne City in this game, that was just a second yellow, and it was a bad challenge, but it wasn't like a dirty challenge. It was just like a preventing the goal, which is a tactical football play. I wouldn't really classify that too dirty. Obviously it's not ideal, but in the same sense, it's what every team does everywhere. But unfortunately, he just had a yellow card to his name already. I wouldn't necessarily call Melbourne City a dirty team. I would say right now, Western United would be a team that would do anything, and I'm talking anything, like a Luis Suarez to prevent a goal going in, basically. Amadiati says, lol. Ian Greenwood says, who is your next game? My next game I'm streaming is the next game in the A-League. I do every single game here, guys. And that will be on Friday night between Perth Glory and Adelaide, I believe. Tomorrow I'm doing NBL and the NBA. And there'll be a throw in here from Melbourne City with 2.5 minutes to go here. Isaac Vantwell says, honestly, as a coastie, it's a bloody miracle that the Mariners have managed this turnaround. It's awesome, man. I love to see it. Obviously, I'm a Brisbane Roar fan, and we go well back. But I'm glad to see the Mariners. Like I said before at the beginning of the stream, a healthy Central Coast / Newcastle is a healthy A-League. We need at least one of those teams performing. Oh, chance here, but I'm not guaranteeing this win yet. Mariners have a real problem with holding out one goal leads late on in games, so I need to see this game finish here at 3-2 before I count it out as a 3-3. But Mariners deserve this win. I've been critical of them this season, and I will continue to be critical of them until they completely prove it. But this is definitely making their way to completely proving it, to be completely honest with you. Not as a contender. They're not contending, lads. But, they're getting... Look, this is Melbourne City by name. This isn't Melbourne City by heart. Melbourne City by, the passion that we've seen in recent years. This Melbourne City team has been bad this year in every game. So as much as Mariners fans will love this, and you will take this, this year is so difficult to predict, bro. It's such a difficult year, lads. It's such a difficult year. Oh, chance here. Chance here for Kual. Oh, good defense there. Good defense there by Mills. And Kowal here on the left-hand side. He's been good here, Mills, in this game so far, in my opinion. The goal that happened, it was a screamer. It was a screamer. Oh, that's a yellow card. That's a yellow card here for the Mariners, for sure, for Alec Kowal. A bit dangerous there. The Gunner says, what would you say is more popular in Australia, A-League or NBL? A-League by a long way. A-League by about 50 million years. A-League by about, a good decade worth of improvement from the NBL. The A-League still has roots. We still have, roots of football in this country. You still get fans to their games. You get fans to the NBL, but not... It's people know the NBL exists, but don't give a shit. A-League, people still relatively give a shit, even if you don't really support a team. If you're from Sydney, you're a Sydney FC or Wanderers fan. If you're from Brisbane, you're a Raw fan. And you know that, but it's not... You don't really give a shit. If you're from Brisbane, and you're not necessarily a Bullets fan, because you just don't care. So 4 minutes added on here, guys. It is 3-2 to the Mariners. It's not over yet. And that's going to be a free kick here to the Mariners. Carter Best says, who do you think are the biggest time wasters in the season so far? Good question. Biggest time waste. But yeah, that really comes down to teams who are already in the lead. Mariners are terrible at time wasting, to be honest. That should be a yellow card against Alec Mills, to be honest with you. Is it Alec Mills? Alec Mills plays for my Cubbies. Mills here for the debut for Melbourne City. There's a bit of a push and shove here. Biggest time wasters. If you're talking about wasting my time watching them this year, then I would probably say Melbourne Victory. No, I'd say Adelaide. I'd say in regards to wasting my time watching them this year, Adelaide. But I know what you're saying. Wow, he's just picking him up there. That's not allowed. You got to give a yellow card to Kolakowski for that. You got to give a yellow card to Kolakowski for that. You can't just go and pick up a player who's, even if he's pretending to be injured, you can't just pick up a player like that by the scruff of his neck. Biggest time wasters, I will go with... Ooh. I'll go Brisbane Roar. I'm a Brisbane Roar fan. I'll go Brisbane Roar because I feel like we're not used to winning all these games at the moment, and I think late on in games we're pretty happy to hold it out. So I'd go Brisbane Roar. Oscar Burke says, stop kidding yourself, everyone time wastes. Oh, exactly right. Everyone does time waste. MacArthur are time wasters in regards to the sense of, I hate my life watching them play. So that would be, they're a waste of my time right now. I think if they get a good attacker, like I said in my power rankings, if they get a good attacker, then they'll be a contender. But until they get a good attacker, they aren't jack shit except for literally wasting my life watching them. Yeah, they'd be the most boring team. No, I don't mind watching Victory. I do mind watching MacArthur. And MacArthur's the first vlog I'm doing next Friday. So I get out of quarantine next Wednesday, guys, and the first vlog I'm doing on my channel in a year is MacArthur versus Adelaide. Jeez. Those two teams, not that great so far this year. And there'll be a throw in here from Melbourne City. There's 2 minutes left here of added time. And again, Risky says, is there any corner in added time? Well, not yet. What, you need one more corner, do you? De Silva will come off here for Jankovic. Braithwaite says MacArthur 50 minutes waste time. 90 minutes of wasted time. Elite Falcon says the cowbells and MacArthur are annoying. Apparently, Jar said that apparently when you're actually at the game, they're pretty good. Apparently when you're at the game, they're actually pretty good. That's a great goal from De Silva, though. That goal to make it 3-2 Mariners was unbelievable. It was unbelievable. Isaac Van Well says, it's like the table flip, the same teams got left behind. Jets and Victory. But some teams got left behind. Yeah. Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough, but I think people are underestimating Sydney FC. Even though Brisbane Roar are top of the table, you know, people are underestimating Sydney FC. Mariners are really holding in this one out here. They're slowing it down in the corner here. They want to play in the corner. They're trying to play in the corner desperately. Yeah, you can see it. So speaking of time waste, oh, that's a high kick. It's a good position here for the Mariners, and they'll just waste a good minute here. They'll waste a good minute here. With 2 minutes left here of the game, they'll waste a good solid minute. Seigel DL says, Team Melbourne City is my team. Well, my man, they're not looking like goods right now. They're not looking like goods right now, my man. They're not looking like goods. They don't look great this year, and they're actually, wow, I just realised they're going to be like 9th. They're going to be 9th after 5 games. That is a shock. That is a shock. Elite Falcon says, Mariners need to time waste the free kick. Yeah, they don't need to, really. There's only... They've got 20 seconds left. I'd be setting up a free kick here. I'd be setting up a genuine free kick. There's only 10 seconds left. You may as well, you know, set up a chance. May as well. May as well just whip it down. Oh, waste. See, time waste. There we go. There's a time waste. Just call the time, ref. Call the time. Matt Summon in the corner here. Just call the time, ref. Give away call. Oh, chance here. There's actually a chance in the Mariners. Oh, my God. It goes out for a goal kick, but that should be it. That should be it. Carter Bear says, I think if Central Coast Mariners and Raw can stay up top of the table, it's exactly what the league needs. Yeah. A healthy Brisbane and a healthy Central Coast / Newcastle is very quality for the league. Always has been, always will be. Especially Central Coast. I'm a Raw fan, but especially Central Coast. And that will be the game, guys. That will be the game. The Mariners do win the game 3-2. They were down 2-0. They were down 2-0 in the first half, came back to win 3-2. There was a red card for Melbourne City, but in the same sense, wowee, what a damn well game we saw there. The third goal was unbelievable, the Mariners. De Silva just puts it into the back of the net, and he was legit quality today. He was, well, look, the whole team was quality. I thought the Mariners were just simply, they had what it takes to do it. But I will put a big emphasis on a but here. They did play a team that has looked pretty average all year. They played a team that looks pretty shithouse all year. So congratulations to the Mariners. Now they've beaten Sydney FC and Melbourne City, they're going to think they're the best team in the league, you know. But, you know, you still lost to Wellington 2-1. You still haven't looked great a lot of the season. But very big emphasis on the fact that they have improved to a point where you can start to talk about them now. You can start saying they will start to compete for playoffs. They will be around that playoff discussion. Yes, they're still behind Brisbane Roar because Brisbane Roar have 2 games and they're only down by 2 points. You know, yes, they're still down on Sydney FC because I think Sydney FC are about 4 points behind with 2 games. So if Sydney FC win their 2 games, they go above. So Mariners right now are basically 3rd, which is really good for them, which is really, really damn well good for them. But you just need to put some perspective into it. But you guys will know all this if you jump over to the pinned comment over there, the blue comment, and that's my power rankings. You can watch this after this video where it goes through all the teams. Obviously, that was filmed before today's video, so I would put Mariners up higher and City down lower. I think I had City in 4th and Mariners in 5th, so I'd probably swap those around at the moment. That comes out every single Wednesday. But yeah, look, it's definitely tough times for Melbourne City. I have 100% guarantee Melbourne City, Patrick Kisnorbo was having problems there with his team. I think that they've got a long way to go to start fixing what this shit is going on right now because they look terrible. You know, they look terrible. Jackson Percival says, rip my bet, Melbourne City trolling. Yeah, they are, man. They are. But guys, that's going to do it for today. Obviously, smack that thumbs up button if you haven't already and subscribe if you're new around here. The next A-League stream we're doing is Friday night between Perth Glory and Adelaide, I think it was. Tomorrow night, we're going to be doing the NBL between the Brisbane Bullets and somebody else in the NBL. Tomorrow, we're going to be doing the Chicago Bulls in the NBA. Looking forward to getting out of quarantine, obviously, so I can get to do some vlogs, but I'm looking forward to a massive weekend of A-League streams this week. So yeah, smack the thumbs up button, subscribe if you're new around here. Go and check out the Power Rankings video that I'm going to be dropping every single Wednesday, and I'll see you guys next time. Alrighty, guys, thanks for watching. Catch you later.